Buonasera a tutti. Good evening. Welcome to Fate's Grip, episode 27, main course.
Main course.
A lot of episodes, you reckon? Yeah?
Half a
You
year.
know, we'll just end the campaign there?
No. That's not what
That's
fucking
good.
hell, I
That's
can't
good.
speak.
It's a good ending point, isn't it?
I can't speak.
Everything's been resolved.
Don't
Nothing's
speak.
left up in the air.
Yeah.
Go on, Ben, keep going.
No, don't. No, I don't
Oh,
like
really, Gwen Stefani.
I'm sorry, it's the only song of hers I don't like.
Really?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah. I know. It's terrible.
The only song, though. She's got a big...
That's Ben's hall pass. Gwen Stefani.
Thanks for announcing
Is that right?
that.
No, but isn't a hall pass... No, I guess that is like women. What's the male equivalent?
No, I would assume the same thing.
Yeah.
I think
guess,
they're,
yeah.
aren't they all hall passes?
Fair enough.
Terry
Doesn't-
Tate.
I mean,
Anyone was interested.
anyone could walk down a hall.
It's more of a corridor pass.
Yeah.
Not in Australia. It's like, Miss, can I go pee?
What?
What?
That's what a hall. You don't know?
Oh, yes, of
You need a
course.
pass
Yes.
to walk down the hall.
Did you actually need that at school? We
I
did.
did.
No, Americans need that. shit.
Yeah. It's a little note.
America.
Anyway, this is fun.
Fuck yeah. My
Hey,
group, it's been fated.
yeah, sorry about the title before. That was my bad. I forgot to put it under
What are you spinning
Dungeons
around?
and Dragons. Oh, this is like a bracelet I got in Italy, actually.
Can I tell you?
No. Do you think anyone who goes to Italy is Italian?
I'm making a joke about your heritage. That's it.
Wow. All
I
right.
don't know how proud you are.
I
I just want you to know that Siri called you Michaela on the way home.
Hey, that's better than Michelle. That's not bad.
I tried to teach her to
She's
say your
learning.
name
I thought it was Mecca, Michaela.
and Miguel.
I thought it was material.
Fuck is
I've
going
been saying it
on?
right this whole time.
Was that supposed to be my name in that chat?
Oh, no. That was just
Oh.
me. My auto text doing its thing.
Okay, cool. Anyway, we're back. I love it how we chat. Anyway, this
Do
is
you?
Yeah,
That's
I
not
do.
passive aggressive.
It's good. No, I love it. It's good fun.
Insight.
Oh goodness, soft material Italian man. Material.
Can I roll insight?
You can go.
7.
7. You believe me?
Material.
I
What's a soft material? Like velvet or something?
Velvet,
Yeah.
black
Crushed-
velvet. That's a good.
Crushed velvet specifically
Is that
is
right?
quite light. And
So, as you all can tell, Sheldon is a little unwell.
no, we just ate it.
We did consume him as well, her, and that is Velo, by the way. So she will not be joining us this evening. However, we do, as you can see, have a special guest who does not move, a pigeon in the chat in his chair. I don't know. The phone was pointing at me, so that's fun. And I think we should do some shout outs. I just thankfully so happened to look at one of our newest followers on Twitter. Is called Wooten Forge, and I love that name.
Woot!
Wooten Forge. It's an Australian dice tray maker, and we're using Australian wood. And I went to their website. Looks amazing. And yeah, I just wanted to shout them out because the website looks really, really professional, really awesome.
We have wood here in Australia.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'll stop.
So anyway, shout out to Wooten Forge. If you're looking
reply to
for just because it's fun. If you are looking out for a dice tray, I'd check out Wooten Forge. WOOTEN Forge, all one word.
Oh, post check.
That's what I'm doing.
Twice. I haven't even seen. I'm
That's
sorry.
good. Thank you very
I'm
much for
being
that.
dumb.
I appreciate. No, not sponsored. Oh, MVCDM. You actually could know Wooten Forge. Yeah, actually. Anyway. Sorry.
What the hell is going on?
Local. Anyway. Would you like to do the next shout out?
Yeah, sure. I have a couple. The first one is Meeples and Dragons. That's it. Dice.
Good. Good.
Excellent. Massive. Yeah, Meeples and Dragons.
Dice! No, that's the whole shout out. Stop. Don't
Okay.
make it worse. Thank you.
I don't think I could.
It's an inside joke.
Okay.
You had to be there.
Oh, yeah.
The second one is for I'm sorry, I just keep springing these on you every week. The second is also for a new follower we have on Instagram
Oh, sweet.
who actually lives am I allowed to say it? I think so. In Aspley.
Oh, okay. Amazing.
So
Super low.
yeah, their name is gonna load for me at some point, but I'll tweet it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Fuck. Promethean, thank you for joining me and ruining lives again on Sunday. And last but certainly not least, to our shitty DM who decided to not tell us it was his birthday this week. Happy birthday
To you. We're going into this. Couldn't be awkward. Happy birthday. Let's sing a happy birthday song.
to you.
Happy birthday, dear
Material.
Michelle.
Happy birthday.
To you.
Yeah.
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray! I feel like you change your birthday every year.
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hey.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Send a hooray in the chat
appreciate
for us, guys.
What?
That was beautiful.
Yeah, hey.
Was it?
No.
I loved it.
It
Very
was very us.
heartfelt, very honest, very grounded. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Very rugged.
You are okay.
I'm okay person.
That's the nicest thing I've ever said to you.
And the only. Thank you. Go for it.
Big shout out to Ardent Roleplay, who, if you don't know, which you probably should by now, do an augmented reality for tabletop games. So we use it in our systems when we don't dick around in real story plans. Tonight we'll be using the Rogue card from their deck. So for those of you who are unaware, you can get yourself a deck of these cards, download the Ardent Roleplay app from all your various stores, and basically point the phone at the card, and your DM will have a preset scenario for you to navigate through. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of little hidden things in there that we probably should pay more attention to, because we probably have more items by now in the campaign.
Or set them on fire, like
Or
those
set-
mushrooms.
Or set them on fire. Yeah. ArdenRoleplay.com. I believe if you use the code FATEGRIP at checkout, you might get a little
Surprise.
discount from your
Oh,
purchase.
cheeky.
Love it. Excellent. Good stuff. All right. Shall we go into it and do some recapping?
Yeah, I don't think there's.
Let's go in, do some recapping, and then we'll come back and we'll see you all very soon. We're back.
We're heartbroken, but we're back.
Sadly.
birthday. That'll be a heartbreak.
I can't be. It's the one day of the year that I lose you to Michele.
My whole
The
past.
only day.
That I'm aware of.
You need
Yeah.
to aware of the others.
All right, let's recap. So, into your characters you go as in a
Be
strange
serious.
yes, into a strange place you awoke, finding each other in a grove. Around you, magical and mundane items scattered about, and a statue you disturbed. Battling this guardian, you broke it down and found a treasure map. Along the road, you traveled now dressed and came across a crystal ball with none other than Sid's mother inside, unable to see you. Goss appeared by the demand of Sid and revealed you all had been plucked at the point of death, stolen from the life after life. While Sid's mother, Alita, suspends and is outside the power of this forgotten prince, the youngest sibling to the Fey lords and ladies of Vim, having taken this new world from the rulers before, shutting them away in necklaces, fearing their return. So, as you are finishing off this conversation with Goss, you can see that this form, this little form that he has currently, shifts into this deep blue-skinned gnome. Just almost as though a breath was taken and nothing is amiss. This neutral face stares back at you, one without emotion, unable to really tell if this being is worried, happy, sad, angry. No hint at all. He says, I don't know what this means. This suspension between. I don't know if you'll feel anything different when you go back to Vim, which I can show you the way. Your mother will be here safe. When I go back, I may not remember this. I may not remember much. You may need to help. So I can help. Do what I can. So, please, guide me. And if I lose my way, tell me. And if I take things, tell me. Because when I'm there, it's difficult to gain control of my remembering thoughts.
Have we spoken about the last time that we met? I don't think we have.
Nope.
As a little testaroonie,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna grab my second little bell
Mm-hmm.
and just like, I guess, chime it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the last time we met?
Barely. Tell me more.
Does this not remind you? And I'll ring the bell.
The sound sort of just as slight and light. And it just almost hums. And though it should stop, in this place it seems like it just rolls and echoes. And even the trees themselves seem to sway at a breeze that wasn't there. And Goss turns towards the bell briefly. Tell me.
You don't have the trinket I give you?
And just as though he's massaging his neck, he takes out what looks to be the same and holds it out.
Ah, so you remember something.
Subconsciously, almost. I didn't remember it until I saw it.
we were playing a little bit of soccer, and you know there was that shopkeeper, and you know the crazy things with the Mr. Hunt.
Yes. He sort of closes his hand over his and makes a fist out of this, and the trinket lies within. Yes. The shifting between here and there. Perhaps it's taking more of a toll. Like a young child. Do you remember being a young child? Or do you remember much of your childhood? Or are they simply fleeting? These almost like still paintings, moments that you can't quite grasp a scene or the reaction, but simply a still.
Well, unfortunately, my childhood in time betrays me a little. But sure enough, I can remember fragments, and as I've become older,
But fragments they are only. I can remember the same thoughts, the same memories, but only days past. I fear one day I will remember nothing.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, though.
The old.
Not just the old.
I think this is where time is of the essence. If I lose this memory, all memories, I will forget why I take things. I'll forget much. I think the next step is this. We will go back to Vim. We'll see if any effect has taken place with you.
What does that mean? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I definitely saw myself like fully die.
It might be a curse, it might be a blessing. I'm not sure.
What, dying or seeing it?
Staying here, staying breathing.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind going back and distributing some punishment to the people within the mind.
By now, I can see
I
them.
was staring at you.
I can see them swarming. The people who you had looked for. His eyes sort of flutter for a moment. They look for those that tripped the trap. You can go back, but hide.
Are we gonna be okay if we go back? Or am I going to still be burnt?
No, you will live.
Oh, great.
Oh, but think how demoralizing would it be if, you know, like we got blown up and then we turn up there again and like, what the fuck? We saw those people get blown up and now they're all like, got their limbs and shit. That'd be pretty scary.
Yeah.
Maybe we could, you know, like pretend we're gods.
I would actually rather try to focus on getting who we can out safely.
Yeah, actually, there's a boy or something that got blown up that I remember.
Blown up.
Yeah, when I was standing at the front before I got thrown and
A
the
little
came.
boy.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a little. Was it a little boy?
It was a no. It was a
I refer to it as a little boy.
sure, probably a early 30s,
Sorry.
youngish looking face, boyish looking face.
I mean, I don't know for certain, but like I got thrown across the, and splat. Memory is not so good.
I hope you have your leg when you go back.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I'd survive. Maybe I could get a wheel.
We can have to assemble you every time we take you somewhere.
I don't know. I feel like my prowess and like hiding and things might be a little bit more difficult.
No.
Or maybe I could fit in like tighter spots better.
Okay. I'm gonna look back at Goss, and just say, so Sid's mum has to stay here, and you don't know what happens to her.
She will stay here, and she is. When she was with you, I was not able to keep her on the edge of living and dead, like I have been able to with you.
So if what you're saying is if for any reason this bubble is gone, what does that mean?
I'm not sure, but I know that she could die or she could live, and it's a risk. She may simply end up as dust, or she might simply walk out.
Is that up to her? Or
No. It's up to the magic here. And even within trapped that necklace. He just gestures towards Velo. And even with the mace, that death has been entrapped. Even though they are both imprisoned, they still hold sway. And I think they draw their focus to this point. Feel like they are interested to know how this will be. Should you open and release them, they will not be merciful.
to who? Are you talking about the Fae, or are you talking about us? Or
Everyone.
can I roll insight on that, please?
Yep. Everyone. For them,
Oh, it's a nat 20.
I'll send you something.
La 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 la. For a total of 26.
26. I'll send you something. And he continues.
I'm gonna itch my back with a pen.
If they have seen the world grow without them, they have seen the world that they existed in first invaded. Their ideals, their rules have been bent and broken. They will be merciful to no one. The innocent and the Fae.
How do you know this?
Because the Fae still feel their presence. And they anger.
Well, no, that's how the Fae know this. How do you know this? It's a difference, right?
I am one of them.
Okay. Do you not have your own thoughts?
Like an itch at the back of your neck that cannot be scratched. Something tugs at us.
Pretty stumpy hands.
That is that feeling as though someone is watching you from afar.
Listening to this conversation, does that sound like a particular item I've picked up and had an experience with?
You mean the chest?
Yes.
Well, he's mentioned the necklace having this being known as life within.
Mm.
He's mentioned a mace with a being known as death within. That's all he's mentioned. So you feel like the chest might be something else. May not
Hit
be
me with your chest shot.
So the other thing is a mace.
At this point, I'm just going to be looking at Sid, seeing if he has anything else to say.
Do we have time for any more questions, or
Yeah.
I was asking that in character?
Oh. He says, yeah.
Just in case the bell's not enough, do you have any memories that are deep, maybe tied to something personal, maybe a smell, something we might be able to recollect or recreate?
Or like a flower?
For what purpose?
Similar to the bell, we see you in Vim, need a bit more convincing.
I don't want you to, forget about us and think we're your enemy at some point.
That would be bad.
Yeah. I like that I got my leg back.
You will have all of your faculties when you return. And this. And he just closes his eyes for a moment, just sort of sways his head from side to side. You can see that these straight, dark, blue, matching the skin hair to the shoulder just sort of sway as this little fringe that goes across. And as he sighs out,
Is it another level?
no, you see that in front of him appears and shimmers into existence this small flask, triangular, and within it a cloud of yellow and orange, similar to fire but lighter, light as air, and it sparkles slightly within, and he, without needing to put a cork in that in the top, he levitates this receptacle over to you, Hood. You can take this, a piece of me.
I'll grab the receptacle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do I do with this?
That is how you help me remember that you are friends.
Is this a part of you?
As I said, yes, and
Is it like a
I
cork on
sh-
top?
no, there's an opening, but there's no cork. But the air doesn't seem to want to escape. It seems to just be instilled as you go for a sniff. No odor at all. And he says, I should not give this to anyone I do not trust, and I do not. So therefore, know that I can trust you, not to release life, not to find the mace, And when we meet, show this so that we are friends. And help me remember more.
Don't release life, don't find death. This is very kind of you, thank you. I'll use the
Something
bell and I'll use this if things get dicey. I'll pack the potion
Okay.
into my rucksack.
All right.
I've got 2 more people to ask you about your memories. Last time we saw you, you mentioned Honfei Shen was under your protection and a friend. So far, I'm not overly convinced that that's anything else to say about him, or you remember?
I do not. And I feel your search for Ho Fun Shen should not continue. It is linked to what you have discovered here. And I shall say no more on it, for I feel the danger will be, by and large, threatening our existence, should that conversation occur.
Just in case you forgot our last conversation about him, he seems to pop up. The Conclave does. The void underneath the mountain at Wove. Connections with Hassel. Just in case. The other was Law. You referred to him as the Hunter. The last that he was seen by us was as you disappeared when we sleep in the forest. You said that he was dead. Is that true, or is he in here?
He is indeed dead. I do not feel his presence, as the Fey lords and ladies have the power to feel the presence of all, a touch, a whisper of life within each being. No more.
What was he? Seemed to be more than human.
It was a creation. As you see Luna strain with something from behind the scenes.
Ben, why?
So
Yay!
Who's Ben?
hidden by the pigeon.
Yeah. That story has not yet been told. And that story should not be told by me. It is not a responsibility I have to weigh on me. But it presents its own danger to the world. While everything else is unfolding. And he simply bends down, just looking at you still, into the grass. And he pulls up what looks to be a card, which he hands over to you, Luna, without looking to you either.
I will take it. Is it a rogue card?
No. The card has simply a title, but no image.
That wasn't fake. I nearly dropped the pen. Okay. Yeah.
The hunter card.
Oh my god, it all makes sense.
but no image of the hunter within. Instead, a burnt out center.
Oh, okay. Okay.
While magic is rife, while magic exists in such saturation, again, so too those hidden away will arise and will threaten. The more damage Vim will encounter, the more fierce retribution, life and death, will carry out should they escape. Law is an example of this. He was a protector, and now he has failed him.
The other thing I can think to ask is, I'm told, I'll hold out an arm with the runes on it. These are neither from the Fae nor the gods. Probably a mistake that I was given them. Do you have the insight into what these may be?
He looks down at them for a moment, and as he closes his eyes again and puts his hand close by but not touching your arm, you can see that there's a blue sheen to them that glows once more. And you almost feel the spells reach your mind and the words coalesce, but they're a jumble, and they almost give you a headache as they appear before your eyes. And then it dims and lessens. And he says, in this time more of a childlike manner, he says, yes. Lots of things find the doors into Vim. Lots of things. Lots of people, lots of races, some that we haven't even seen yet, some we haven't encountered. And the Drow are powerful. Probably one of the more powerful races to enter Vim. So they act as almost a conduit. Conduit, is that the right word?
If you continue the sentence, we might be able to tell you.
There are people who hide, as powerful as they are, and use others as a conduit for their power. Is that right?
Yes.
But they're new. They haven't mastered it. Or maybe now they have.
My gosh, you're super powerful.
Because
Tell me something I don't know. I just can't see.
because you
Yeah, sometimes good things come from mistakes.
I think that was supposed to be a compliment.
so all I know, because they hide themselves well, is someone or something is making an example of it that they could not do with others, and others suffered for it and died for it. Follow the path of the bodies which still fall from the sky as they continue to try to improve, then you will find the source.
Why couldn't it just be like, follow the track?
Yeah, what's with all the dead bodies?
Follow the soul path.
Or if you know, like, hey, go to the doctor and they'll hook you up and you feel better.
I don't
That's a
think
good
there's
point.
anything wrong with him. I think it's more. What? No, you have to follow the body. It's horrible. Look,
And those like rock golem things, is that a part of it as well?
and the basilisks. Didn't you find the basilisks there?
No, I think that was separate.
Yeah, it's different.
I thought they were with the bodies.
Just coincidence, I think.
No, that was just the mighty beast that we found.
Right.
Yeah, I wonder if I'll ever get that lightning dagger back.
You do remember there being very large, dark, black-skinned creatures. You're not sure if they were the same as they didn't look exactly the same as. Excuse me.
Hold your breath until 3 times.
The
Name 7 bald men.
the basilisk that you encountered.
I didn't encounter it. I wasn't there.
You won't.
We didn't encounter
No.
it, did we?
It's just me and Belly.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like just generally.
We encountered the
God,
sweet
Kayleigh,
dinner.
why don't you remember your own story? Jeez.
I mean it just generally with the group.
Thank you for the clarification. Inside. 6.
Okay.
What do you want to do? This is all up to you.
Is Mum gonna be okay in that one?
You're acting like I know about all this bullshit. What I,
I definitely don't know anything.
We had a really nice conversation earlier.
what I do know is
Yeah.
that
You should remember what I said.
Oh, right. Okay.
what I do know is that I still potentially have a brother and a father. And a whole bunch of other people stuck down there, so at least there's one thing that we might actually be able to achieve.
Well, let's head our way back then and clean up some thugs and liberate some miners.
Okay,
and...
hold on, but just there's a lot of people that are flooding to this cave, right? We can have your revenge, and I guess it's your revenge too.
Well, it would technically be yours.
But let's do it. Okay, well let's maybe think about doing it when we're not in the disadvantage inside the cave with all of the innocent people. Also, let's go to the source.
We could do like a sweet speech and get all the other
By the
miners to
way,
like revolt.
Just a suggestion, not like a we have to do this thing.
You're probably right.
Just don't
Maybe
wanna
my
leave people.
impatience exacerbated things when we were there.
I don't think that's true.
What about just one? Can we kill one?
I'm not saying don't kill anyone. I'm just saying maybe don't like stand in front of an army of people that are like charging towards trying to find who tripped the wire.
Oh, could you imagine if that were a straight line?
Well,
Stop referencing my out of game conversations, man. Whatever we do, there's a bigger picture than just that room. But if we can get
and there are innocent people in that room.
Sid, and I put my hand on your shoulder. This has nothing really to do with me at all. But I will look after you, and if you want my support, I'll do anything that you want.
Right, that would have been nice to hear like half an hour ago in that field, but yeah, thank you.
Hey, I hugged you. Didn't know what else to say.
Hey, is your mum dead?
Are you gonna say that out loud?
No. No, because Luna knows when to have the moment most times. Not all the time.
You hold something very dear to me. So I hope you turn out to be a better being than what I think you probably are.
Ooh.
But for now, I'm ready to head back.
You go back. You wanna like slap your wrist together with woods first?
That's why I was so upset before. I don't have it.
Yeah, but it's not
Well, we
about
can
the,
still do it.
it's not about the bracelet. It's about the intention behind it, right?
I didn't even actually know it was because of the bracelet. I just thought you liked doing it.
It's not the same.
You could
What
hug
happens if
again.
I put the bracelet on?
Well, you should. I gave you one. That was the whole point.
Oh golly.
Oh, right. No, sorry. Take that back. I've got my sweet bracelet.
Okay, well if you're not gonna do the thing, can we go back now?
Hey, Villa, what do you think?
And at that moment,
Squawk.
you no longer see the environment around you, nor the massive citadel that is in that valley. You don't see Goss. You don't see that.
I hope Shelby doesn't watch.
You don't no longer see anything but this phase or haze of purple and blue, almost like there was this cloudiness at your eye level in the distance, just surrounded by a sky of white and pale grey, and this floor of flat green and purple. And as though you are flipping upside down quickly, but then on your feet once more, you are now back.
Am I a cat or a human?
You're a human.
I mean, elf.
And
Wait.
you
Are we all together?
are.
Yeah, what's the... Are we...
Go.
Yeah.
Hey, I know you're about to describe the scene, but could you tell us what's going on?
As you return, you appear to be sitting in a room that you're not familiar with. Looking up and around, it looks like you are in a long rectangular abode with the center of this room having a table. And on this table, there seems to be racks upon racks
Who said rats?
of small, large, medium-sized potions. And at that point, Ert walks around the corner of this room and is pouring a vial into a receptacle, and the receptacle, you see this sort of plume of smoke, and the smoke billows out, and he he sort of glances over to all you all. Oh, hello, hello.
Oh, you summoned us here.
Oh, it's good to have you. Oh, good to say you're back. You're back, obviously.
So you survived the bar.
Of course, I am a survivor. It's so good. Well, I've been making some potions while you've been away. I hope they're good for our journey. We're ready for our journey, aren't we?
Yes.
It's stupendous.
More importantly,
Man.
though, what about that healing kit with the bandages? Does it do anything yet?
Oh, yes. It will heal you a small amount. I can improve it. I need some months. However, and he sort of races back into his room. You can see now outside the windows, you are indeed within the home of Ert, the potion maker. As you look around, very, very similar looking environment around you, like his stall was outside for yourself. I believe, who was there there? You were there.
Me
It was
and Bella.
Claude and
Yes,
Bella.
yeah.
correct. He brings out a small tray worth of small vials.
And
And
this is like one of those tasting racks.
yes, exactly right. But they're all there. Let me see. And he brings out what looks to be a small vial, which is a thick brown goo. This one is, I like to call it Slug's Slouch. There you go. Hands it, just hands it, hovers it in the air. Slug's Slouch.
What does it do?
Throw it at someone, and it makes them really slow. Slug Slouch.
Oh, I thought you wanted us to drink it.
He pulls out what looks to be this vial of red, orange, and yellow liquid that he shakes a little bit, and it becomes flame, and then it goes back to liquid. Drink this, and you will breathe fire towards your enemies.
That's yummy.
I don't have a name for it. Fire potion.
Maybe you could use this for your cooking.
No, this should be Velos.
I have 4 healing potions that I've perfected. He just hands them out to
Do
one,
they
to
look
one to each
red?
of you. They look red.
They,
They
so
look
they
red.
look like a
One,
normal.
one of them looks a little pinkish, but otherwise they're all red.
I'm gonna take a red one.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the pink one.
Okay.
So
Can you note it down, please?
Yeah.
Excellent.
are these D&D Beyond items or no?
No.
Oh, great.
Oh, sorry. The healing potions are some minor healing potion.
Cool.
The others don't. And this one, and he pulls out this what looks to be just thick, dark ink. This one I like to call Death to Goblins.
Oh,
Death to goblin.
Death to Goblins. Yeah.
oh golly.
But it's like a poison put onto your sword and it hits, and goblins hate it.
Could have used this a couple episodes ago.
Well,
Episodes. Anyway. And here, and he pulls out what looks to be this potion. It doesn't look like a potion. It looks like this this cube of silver, or something like, or like a deep gray that he just hands to you. I like to call this the potion of boop. Boop. There you go.
and what does it do?
I don't know. That was my most recent one. I'm still experimenting, but I think what happens is, it just floors anyone it touches. So don't put it on yourself. Don't make it touch you. Anyway, I've got more up my sleeve, but I think now's a good time to go and have an amazing adventure. And I think, if you all are you all okay? You look a little pale.
Well, let me catch you up. We entered the mine successfully.
Good,
Found where my parents were.
good,
The house exploded,
bad.
killed us all briefly almost.
That's really bad.
Went to a fantasy fae realm.
Good.
My mother's stuck there,
Oh,
kind of in limbo.
bad.
We learned some shit. And then you gave us a whole bunch of very helpful potions.
And that.
You are doing great.
Thank you. Yes, I think I'm contributing for fulfilling my role. I'm so sorry about your family.
I appreciate that. See, this is what was missing.
I haven't even spoken to you.
I know.
We haven't had time.
If you need some time, I can leave you to have a chat. I can go.
You don't need to leave.
Oh my
You are part of
gosh.
this.
Oh,
Yeah, you're gonna have to listen to a lot of things now.
oh.
Some you might not appreciate,
It's going to be a long journey.
but made all the better with your company.
Oh, I'm glad.
I would like to pay you back a nice meal when we get on the road.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what's on the menu?
Well, generally we find it as we go.
We just came back from a festival where he actually won an award for his cooking.
Oh,
He got paid 25 gold pieces more than what the actual first place was.
whoa.
100 gold. That's
Oh.
how good he was.
That is, I'm
Then he got
I'm
stabbed in the
salivating.
stomach.
I'm not salivating as much anymore. And a little bit was there, no longer there.
Swings and roundabouts. It's all part of the adventuring life.
Roundabouts.
After the conversation about the coming back from the Fae realm, I'm just going to quickly pat myself down. Do I have the things that I picked up?
Yes, you in fact all have your items.
I
with
already
you.
had mine.
Do we have our old items?
Yep. But nothing from the cart.
Nothing from the
Yeah, because the card's been
Card is
stolen. I'm gonna pull out my set of cards,
Mm-hmm.
tarot cards, and just see if the hunter is also burnt.
Okay. You pull out the card. The hunter title is at the bottom, as you'd expect.
Mhm.
And there is a ring that is, it's as though someone has taken a
No,
dagger
Oh no.
and has sort of moved it around,
Hold it out.
hold it out, and there is a little slight burn mark on the on the outside of that.
Well, I think we know why the hunter cards started going missing.
Yeah, because they turned into an actual person.
I hope that doesn't happen with the rest of them.
Does that mean your dad's mistress is actually real?
Stop making that weird.
I'll do this to Belly.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Betrayal. Awkwardness ensues.
Wait, why are you high-fiving?
Left arm.
Oh, right.
You said you well, you said that you had visions during that battle.
The things in the tunnel
No,
before.
no, when we were fighting the statue.
Did they?
Yeah, after your parents died.
Oh. Well, I didn't say that.
You did say something out loud about visions, I feel like. Oh,
That
well,
was about the tree.
fucking see ya. Gone back in time. That never happened.
Look, I don't know about
Hey,
you.
you had a bad
I
day.
don't know about you guys, but those flowers were giving me visions in that battle.
Wow, that's weird. Should we go?
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess we're not in the mine anymore, so what, do we want to head back down there, or?
Oh, no.
Well,
Not right now, surely.
I think we should probably scout the situation.
Do we want to go look for the cart?
We should also find the card.
Well, the cart was taken by
The widows, or whatever the name was.
a group that thinks that we're associated with the Rotherheims.
So if we do bad by the Rotherheims first, perhaps we could get reputation with the...
So that was kind of what they were going on about. If we can prove that us, and specifically you, are not involved with...
Me?
I mentioned this before.
Well, no, I know that you mentioned that my family was apparently involved with them, but you mentioned me.
Well, that's why they assume that we're involved with them. They're the people that you probably should still try to keep low profile around town for.
Cool, I'm gonna die again.
Maybe not.
No one's going to die. Potions will keep everybody safe and happy.
I tell you what, Eric, you've been here for some time now. What do you know of the Rotherheim line?
Oh. They really just keep to themselves. They come by every now and again to legitimately buy my potions.
Do they live in this area?
Up higher, more above the mine. There's a path that leads up into the mountain.
Like how far away?
Days,
How many?
hundreds
What?
of the Rotherheim clan.
No. How many days?
Oh, I see. I'd say
Could
more,
everyone please drink?
more than 10.
Is there any particular revisits that they take on any given...
Well, every 5 days they come and buy more potions from me.
How many days has it been?
In 3.5.
So how are you? And you're gonna come with us?
Yes.
Oh, what are they gonna do when they show up and you're not there?
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I'll leave spare for the next month for them. It'll be okay.
Perhaps there's an opportunity here, and I'll turn to see.
Poison the shit out of him with this guy's potions?
I mean, maybe.
There was one there that floored him.
However, on the
I mean, I don't think this is the thing. I think this is all completely made up and total crap. But on the off chance, and I'm talking like 0.00000000001%, that my parents do happen to
be with them. I would like them not to die.
What, like your parents or the Rotherheims?
Oh, my parents. I mean,
So we agree that we don't care about the Rotherheims.
well, why would I care? Why are you looking at me like I care about them?
Well, I'm just asking for permission.
I'm not your mother.
Well, yeah, but you're my friend.
I am.
Well, yeah, I've been here for like, I don't know, 3 months.
Oh.
If you weren't.
Cool. Yeah.
I don't know why I feel awkward now, but I do.
Well, hear me out. Hold up on the poison potions for now. Do you know how to make like a truth serum potion?
Truth serum. Yes, the silver tongue one. Yes, I'd actually need a silver tongue. No, I'm kidding. Just a tongue.
Not any sodium pentothal.
I'm sorry. What? Is that salt?
Did you say not salt?
Salt on the tongue mixed. Bit of water. Bit of grime. Yeah, I think I can do that.
What Rotherheims come to the shop?
They're just general thugs. They're general soldiers. They don't.
Thug ones. No actual Rotherheims. No.
Oh, no, not of the family name. No. I think no, none of them.
Are
What?
they... Sorry, Luna, you go.
Friend. What about like potions that disguise us as other people? Like say the general thugs of the Rotherheims.
Polymorphing potions.
No, like I don't know.
I think I've got some
And
sort
the
of
people.
other. Huh?
So like the thugs that show up,
Yes.
could you make us look like them?
Oh yeah. I need.
How long does it last?
It depends how long you want me to brew the potion for. The stronger it is, the longer it needs to be. I make it.
Could you force someone else to turn into something else?
Yes, but that's horrid.
Interesting.
Okay. Wow.
Sometimes an adventurer needs to have fluid morals.
Fluid morals. Make a persuasion check.
Can I give him guidance, please?
Yes.
So you can add a d4.
Sweet.
Can I smile at him and give him advantage?
Shut up.
The beautiful roguish grin.
We're friendly.
A 25.
Oh.
You look as you say that, Sid. You look over and you see Hood give it and you see, in fact, Odin looking at Hood for a moment and looks back at you. Fluid, tell me more. I am most intrigued.
Well, so far as an adventurer, and in general life, I found that if that internal monologue that you do in your head, you just slowly convince yourself that what you're doing is for the greater cause, you don't get that hangover of guilt afterwards as much.
Let it stew.
Hmm.
No guilt. Morals.
What's a
It's
moral?
all about Ert. Ert the hero.
And his friends, of course.
Yeah, like Ert and the band. You're like the front man. You know when you see a bard group in the corner? It's always the one that's kind of like there doing all the talking.
I hope you're not going to make me do all the talking. I'm not very good with my words, just with my hand.
Right with your words.
Oh,
See what
oh,
you did when
thank you.
that crowd was about to storm us and you sent them out the door?
I
It didn't
tried.
end up so well for Luna, but you know.
Yeah, you nearly got me killed.
What? I didn't see that.
But you saved fella.
Oh, I'm really a hero then. I guess my morals.
I'm gonna make like the air smell like a warm hug, which in Luna's mind is like you know the smell of like roasting coconut and like roasted marshmallows. That's gonna happen.
Okay. And that waft.
But just as he's like talking about how he's a hero.
Sure. As that waft fills
You're having a
the
stroke.
small room, you sort of
Mhm.
something's burning. No, no, I'm not cooking anything.
That's the smell of.
Being a hero.
Wow, I didn't know that could have a smell.
Changes based on the climate as well.
Usually it smells like Sid.
If that's what you smell like, Sid, I will follow you to the end of the earth.
You know, for someone in their probational week as an adventurer,
I'm no criminal.
it's your
I fucking hate this. This is the worst.
you are still being interviewed here, but you were doing exceptionally well.
Oh, I'm still in the interview stage.
Hmm.
Well, how can I progress?
Well, we just got to suss everything out for the first
That's an
week,
exam.
but you are doing amazing.
Yeah, any other candidates?
Honestly, if you just keep doing what you're doing, you'll be fine.
There is other candidates. I like try to wink at these two.
Who's that?
Yeah, there was a young dwarven woman. She was pretty good.
As you look at,
And then there was another.
Oh, and Arlia as well.
She would have been a really good member of the group. Just
Not
needed,
as good, no.
just
no.
needed some extra. I don't know. She had like a guard title and everything.
Yeah, but you know, she's
You're fine.
kind of.
You're fine.
Those roles are already filled, Luna.
But do you know what would make it even better? Is if you could do truth serum and potions of disguise that last for like 8 hours.
give me humanoid tongues, and I can learn how to do the disguise.
Oh no, part of it is
You
you
know
have to
tongues?
hunt the tongues yourself.
Oh,
No,
Oh
it's
no, we
alright.
can do that.
I've got one in mind that I think we could use.
Hmm.
whom's?
How many tongues?
Oh, just the one will make several doses.
Is it your own?
I need this.
Like
I could probably.
Is
at
it-
the
I could
emotional
actually
level?
probably heal.
There's a particular guard that we met
Oh right, yeah,
that I wouldn't mind seeing again.
yeah. Wonder if we can get that stuff
And he
back.
really threw you under the bus, didn't he?
Mm.
Well, all of
That's a
us.
bus.
Oh, it's like
It's like a cart, but it's got other carts attached.
I never expected this question
Yeah.
to come.
They've got them in Pavel all the time.
what are you talking about?
Never been.
Yeah, little bus carts.
I don't know what you're thinking
They're
of.
very popular.
Yeah.
They usually seat like
Cuts travel in half.
no, they move a lot slower because they're much heavier.
Oh,
But it's mass travel. It's 20 people.
So actually, I just remember now that this was the start of a plan I was formulating to tell you.
Yeah.
You can do a truth serum.
Have you
That
got
is
any
amazing.
tongs around here?
hey, what?
Tongs?
Tongs, yes, and pincers.
Let's just go grab some of those.
What?
For your tongue.
He
Just
just
the truth serum.
he goes into a little drawer that's underneath the table and just grabs out there's a drawer full of utensils. He pulls out just a particularly sharp looking pair of tongs and hands them to you.
Oh, thank you.
With disguise
Plan.
potions.
Yeah.
2 thugs to your store. Pretend to be normal like you normally would, sell them a potion or so. We eliminate
Guiding bolt them instantly.
eliminate them. That's one way. Disguise ourselves as them.
Oh, absolutely. That works every time.
Compound. Find someone high enough that would know information about your parents' investment. Truth serum them. Get actual answers, one way or the other.
Sounds
you
like
could pretend like you're
Blow up
super bad
bedroom on the
person.
way out.
scary.
Get the car.
I mean, that sounds good.
Yeah, I'm cool with whatever. I was like just want to walk in there.
Can I come? If you're gonna truth serum someone and there's only 2 guards, can I be one?
Yeah,
Because
why wouldn't you think you
well, if
weren't
there's
going
only
to be one?
well, if there's only 2 of them.
Oh, we could probably take out a couple more. I'm planning on getting the tongue from one of
My
them.
point is that if I have to hear that my parents are not the people I thought they were, I'd rather hear it myself. Not through
Yeah.
someone else.
I thought it was implied that you would be there, but yes,
Oh,
that would be good.
are we friends?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Inside.
Is that all?
Are you telling the truth?
Yeah.
Okay, we can incite that.
Oh, what is
Oh.
that? The other side of it was a nat 20. It's 15.
15, yeah. There's definitely some truth to that.
Wow, you're telling the truth for once.
I tell the truth most of the time.
Meanly.
Yeah, but that's part of how you would know that we're friends.
Cool. Plan. Tongue.
Tell
You've
me
been
one
without
thing.
a leg. Maybe we should just take your tongue.
I like my tongue.
It'll grow
I'd
back.
probably prefer to have that than the
Hey, you
leg.
could use your healing kit on it.
A tongue, don't be daft. Hey,
Yes?
the thugs that come and turn up here, are they actually dressed in Rotherheim, or are they just like henchmen? Or have they got those little insignias that I saw on the guard down at the mine?
Well, for some reason, people don't really like them. So when they come in, they are plainly dressed. But they say they are. There's this little thing that they show just so I have to give them a discount.
Why do you have to give them a discount?
One of these, and I'll use minor illusion to make one of those metal.
Yes! Wait! Is this a test? Are you Rotherheim?
You are in so much trouble!
Ah! And he takes a potion and just throws it at you, Luna. The first one he grabs.
Can I sleight of hand catch it?
No way, let this happen.
You can acrobatics try and catch it. Oh no, so just straight dexterity try and catch it.
But you know my sleight of hand.
That's a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
Dexterity or
Yeah.
I'm
acrobatics?
gonna die again.
No, I don't catch it. It's a
You-
9 and a +3.
You're
No. No, you reach out and you're not there.
Wait,
Action.
And
Any kind.
you feel this shatter on your face as
Aw.
it's clay. It's a clay like little vial.
Why do you do this, Michele?
Yeah.
Why are you always targeting me?
why does your head take so much
Maybe because
damage?
people lie and say that they are part of the Rotherheim clan. I don't know.
I didn't
Um,
say that. I said you're in so much trouble.
So you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, and this smear of green goo just envelops your cheek and down your neck.
Is there anything else
It's
that happens?
cold, and it's like
Acidy.
no grippy. So you sort of instinctively try and take it off. It's gooey, thick, almost like mucus, like
Ew.
really thick mucus, and it's just
Why?
Calm down. Calm down.
It's a joke.
It's
What?
fake. It's fake. Look, and I'll
Well, what about?
put my hand through it. And I'm like,
I will give you discounts.
look, it's
I'm
not
not
real.
going to go anywhere.
It's a
It's
visual prop.
I'll stay here and I'll just keep making potions. Please don't hurt me.
Can I have a
Look,
towel?
no.
Yeah, like
You were right
one
to
of
do
these
that.
potions.
That was the correct thing to do. This is fake. This is fake. That was good. Just an example.
What?
Visual aid.
No. Remember, we're friends here in this space.
But
Can I have a towel or a rag or
Here,
something?
do you want the
Any-
potion?
I'll
Healing
press the
spell?
digitation. Clean your face. If that works.
It does. The green goo comes off. Oh,
It's not as bad as that time you fell off the like air.
Stop bringing that up.
This will be good in your performance review. It shows that you have initiative and good reaction speed.
I need you to make a persuasion check now, Hood, with what you just said, that you're all friends here.
Oh, right. Really?
He's a bit panicked. You can see that there's a bit of sweat coming
God.
down.
What am I rolling? Performance?
No, persuasion.
Oh, persuasion.
Performance.
That's a 14 off a 9. It's not bad.
A 14? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not part of the Rotherheims?
I was joking. Like, genuinely, I was joking.
Good, because that potion didn't really do anything. It was just a distraction.
It made me very upset.
Sometimes we all misfire.
Actually, I sneezed into a handkerchief and then I enlarged it. I'm sorry.
Gross.
Yeah, it's not on your face.
Oh, you had poop on yours.
She's so right. We'll tell you about that one day.
So you are not part of the Rotherheim clan?
No.
You're going to disguise as the Rotherheim clan. Using the necklaces.
What necklaces?
The insignias.
Oh, insignia things, yes.
It was all magic.
Ooh.
Well, we were going to do it with the potions that you were going
With the
to
potions. And you go up to the Rotherheims.
get some answers with the true serum that you're also going to make. for
Yes,
us.
making that.
Will it work?
Yes, of course.
We're gonna need your tongue.
What?
No.
I can't use mine. I have to concoct and make
It's a
things
joke.
and.
It's a joke.
But you perhaps
It's
Luna,
because she didn't laugh at you. Yeah,
Oh, I see.
yeah, good. Can I just quickly ask?
Sorry, not
there was
much is funny anymore.
There's a pretty massive knee-jerk reaction that you had there. The Rotherheims do you over as well?
Oh, this is the second house. They burnt down the first one. I survived.
That's good.
Wait, they burnt it down with you inside?
Yeah.
As to why?
Well, I didn't give them a discount. I think it was just expected.
Oh,
Well,
Right.
this is you can get yours back.
Yeah.
My house?
Well, maybe not that, but
Oh.
your current one. That's where your shop was.
We can discount their lives.
okay. Wow, this is going nowhere.
It's
Let's go
essential to the plan.
let's
We
go
need
get a
we
tongue.
need to.
Let's get a tongue.
Yeah, we'll get that. We need the other guards that normally come
They'll
down.
come down. They'll
Come
come
down
down.
to your house.
Yes.
Buy some potions.
Yes.
You need to play it cool. You
Okay.
need to put on a bit of a show, act normal,
Okay.
as you would.
Give them a discount because we're going to get the money back. They're going to be dead.
Oh.
We'll probably need to stash the bodies in your house briefly.
Oh.
We can turn them into
Because-
potions.
They
Well,
can't
I could
be
ban them.
found while we're dressed up as them.
Hmm.
And then we'll go get some answers.
Important to try not to damage their clothing, maybe.
Hey, Bella, you like setting things on fire? Maybe you could burn the corpse.
The stag can.
What? What did you say?
Bella just looked over and my stag can.
All right. I didn't know what you said. I was like, what the hell?
I can burn stuff.
That
Alright.
solves
I can
everything.
find a bolt.
Is that something we want to do? Get some answers while we're here?
I'm not too keen on the tongue part, but yeah.
Well, that also might help us get the cart back.
Yeah.
If we show that we're not fond of the Rotherheims by maybe taking out a few of their guards, maybe having some evidence of that. Cart comes back to us, we get answers. Possibly, if the mine isn't too messed up. My
So we-
brother certainly used to come to the Lion's Den to drink, according to the locals there. I'd be able to get some more information there, if that's still going to happen.
We're
Do we
gonna,
think now is the best time to go
it's going
find
to take a
the
day
guard at the mine?
to get the potions together. So
No, my point is that if we go straight back to the mine where this guard is.
Well, he wasn't there. That's kind of why he did us over.
Okay, so that's the tongue you're referring to, yes.
Yeah, but surely they live somewhere.
How do you plan on figuring that out?
Asking some people that I know. Maybe if we can find one of the people from the Widows group.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind getting some rubies back. That's bought me nothing.
Sure. Let's do it.
hey, there was some goblins with him, wasn't there?
What?
There was 2 other guards, I think.
Yeah. They were goblins? No. Oh.
No,
you all right?
halflings. Halflings.
Oh, they're halflings. Confused.
They're all the
two.
same.
Short people,
All the
you know.
same.
So, you can stay if you like. and stay here and wait for the guard?
Yeah, we might,
Well,
we
you have
might
to go
need
get
to
your
because
tongue.
we're not associated with you publicly yet.
Oh, that's why it's maybe stay here and be out of sight. I'd be honored. Honored.
In the downtime, if you had the ingredients, could you make a flying potion?
Flying potion. It can only last a few seconds, unfortunately. I don't have everything I need here.
No. What if we gave you the ingredients?
Yes.
We've got Pegasus feathers.
Do you?
Got Aarakocra feathers.
I've
If
never,
that's
I've,
better.
I've never concocted a potion with the Pegasus. Please. I'll make the grandest flying potion in the world.
Wait. Listen. Focus on me for a moment.
This part of the interview yet?
Yes, I'm actually the boss here.
Whoa.
Shh. Trying to help you.
Okay.
This must be the best, most well-crafted, take your time and do it cautiously, flying potion you have ever created.
Ever?
Ever.
Yes. It will be done.
Hey,
What?
Pinky promise?
I've heard about these. They're cursed.
Yeah, if you break it, you will die.
I don't want to die.
Well, then don't break it.
I won't touch it.
No, if you break the promise, you will die.
I won't touch the thing then. I won't do this.
It's really bad luck if someone offers you their pinky
Will
and
you
you
die?
don't take it. Maybe.
He just grabs it straight away. Die if you do, die if you don't, hey?
So now it has to be the best, or you will die.
Yes, I can do it, yes.
at the cost of sabotaging our own plan, you can make this potion a little bit later if you want to concentrate on the other things that we asked for first.
I'll
What order then?
He needs a tongue. I was talking about like while he was waiting for us to get the tongue.
Ah, right.
Yes, I can make the potion flying immediately.
Great.
I'll get straight to it.
Maybe we should
Do you
leave.
believe him? And you're very good at
Insight.
inciting bardic inspiration.
Insight check
Okay, go for it.
with the bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Oof.
Are you saying I do believe him out loud?
Hushly to him.
Yes, okay.
Ashley.
7, 6.
Oh no.
Ooh, yeah, 7 and 6 and 1.
14.
14, yeah.
A 14? Yeah, he seems to be
I've got a
believable.
+6.
He seems like he's very, very, very attentive towards these. Have you handed over the Pegasus feathers?
Well, not yet.
Feather? Okay. He's
Well,
very,
he's
he's
got
very focused in on the plan at hand. You can see he's very keen to get this started and perfected.
Right. I don't have any reason to disbelieve him because he's been very helpful so far, so I will give him the ingredients.
As he takes them cautiously in his hand. This is the greatest day of my life. I've not ever worked with ingredients to this caliber before. How did you get your hands on it?
We're adventurers.
And Bella said, "Oh, you don't need to worry about that."
Just think of the greatest things that you can make when you come on an adventure with us.
Oh, yes, Vin has so much off outside of this dreary town.
Basilisk tails, beholder eyes. I don't know if I know about beholders.
Easy.
Dragon tongues.
Hopefully
If we
none
get
of
our
those
cart
things.
back, we've got some.
Wyvern
Basilisk
stingers.
Ooh, I can make things with basilisk things. Cures for stone shape. Cures.
They might be getting a little bit stanky by now, but
Stanky.
All the better.
Okay, well, now that we've sufficiently discussed the plan, is it time to do something?
well, yes. There's a couple of days before the guards are due to turn back up, aren't there?
1.5 or so.
There's also a couple of days before Nolan was supposed to be back at the bar, if that does happen.
Mhm.
So we do have a bit of time.
But then you have you guys use the rest after defeating the rock monster.
Strangely, I feel okay at the moment. I definitely got hit in the face.
What? Sorry, without ignoring that. What time is it?
It's coming up to midday, so you would assume that it's about evening time the next day. that these Rotherheim thugs would appear at this door.
Well, getting a guard's tongue might be better done at night. So maybe
You'd be surprised.
you've done this before.
Like, I don't know. I don't want to give you my secrets.
What's with this? I don't know.
It's
How many
because-
tongues do you have?
It's
Do you already
because
have one?
you tapped your bracelet with Velo. There's some jealousy there.
Look, all right. I will sort this situation out. Just give me a little
Maybe
bit
go
of
back
time.
and get those vampire heads and take the tongues out of that.
Heads.
Yeah, the ones that we dropped off the card.
You know how long that will take?
Yeah, true.
Also,
We should keep a note of this. Next time we decapitate someone, we take their tongue.
messing with guards is probably going to put us in favor with the widows. So
Yeah. Let's go fuck some shit up.
Whoa.
I'm
Language.
sorry. I got a little bit psyched out then.
So yes, maybe try find either the drow girl who took the cart, or I forget what the other widow person that I spoke to was at the bar.
Are you wanting the name?
Yeah, or what? What we're
Kiwi.
looking.
Sorry, yes.
Bam chicka bam ba bam ba bam.
Sorry, what was it?
Kiwi was the drow.
It's like Carrie, but different.
And there was another one that I spoke to at the bar without looking through notes and whatnot. If you have it more handy.
Well,
I hate this. Hey, happy birthday.
uh,
The one
I'll
that
get
I
it,
spoke to at the bar was
Yes,
a different one.
yes. Well, I'll find it in a second.
Yeah, sweet. Without scanning through your notes, that same mechanic killed my family.
Reminded every page.
Hmm.
Or maybe find one of them, get the lowdown on this guard, if they know.
Yeah, let's go sort that out.
Uh,
This will be easy.
we should probably. Do you have any cloaks or anything we can cover up in?
Yes, I've a couple. And he goes out of sight. And then when he comes back a couple of minutes later, he has 4 fairly heavy-looking leather cloaks. They're all like a dark brown to fit him, so they're very large.
Can you clean them?
I say quietly.
Spend 18 seconds cleaning 3 cubic foot of Luna's.
All right. So you see this bit of dust and scuffing, and you can see that the this potion maker's eyes just widen as this dust and debris just get rattled off these cloaks, all of them.
I'll just do Luna's.
Okay.
All right. Venture out.
Let's go. You lead the way.
I guess maybe start heading back towards the lion's den,
Yep.
trying to be incognito.
All right. As you all during the
Can you make it rain or anything? So we look like less suspicious wearing these clothes.
it is a cloudy day as you exit,
Done.
and you do see that the snowflakes that were still in the air have now gone, though the animals have not, nor have the magic effects have disappeared either. They still are hanging in the air and being created by these children, by these adults. The same revelry, the same joy. Happiness that magic has returned is still fresh in the minds of these folk, and they are over the moon about it.
I'm gonna wear the hood of my cloak up,
Right.
since Sid has told me that I should be disguised.
I would be
Oh,
doing
yeah.
something.
I think
Yeah.
all
Whoa,
would
we
be.
look real scary.
As you continue your way then towards the lion's den, make me stealth checks if you are trying to keep yourselves out of sight from anyone who might recognize you.
Oh, that was really good for me.
20.
11 and a 6 is 17.
Did I out
Uh,
stealth you?
Stealth, sorry.
13.
The stealthiest.
It's for that friendship.
Okay.
The power of friendship.
As you sneak along hugging the wall, starting to make your way back to the lion's den. You see people pass by you, and they don't seem to actually even they're not aware that you are there. If they are, they just do not turn even naturally towards your position. Seem to be doing well as you very quietly move through this haze, a slight fog hanging over the roofs, enough that people seem to be, apart from the children you hear in the distance playing that you don't see, people seem to be keeping away from the side in the quiet streets. They're making their way to the more popular areas. And so you keep to the side streets. And in but 10, 12 minutes, because of the speed you're traveling, you round a corner and you are within the sight of the Lion's Den Inn. And you stop there as this row of houses greet you. Once again, the familiar sight, but you stop because there seems to be a woman of that drow that's talking to someone you don't recognize. And you see coin exchanged, and this figure in a cloak move away. And the drow sort of looks side to side. The woman. And just return into the inn. This woman who seemed to have taken your cart.
Oh,
Do we all see that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the same woman we were introduced to before, or we don't know?
This is the woman that was outside of the inn that when you first entered that took your cart, the drow.
Should I go after the cloaked person? Quick,
Yeah,
I can change into a cat again.
go for it. I'll hold your coat.
Let's make sure we don't, particularly you yourself, get into any trouble with her. We really know that she must be a part of the...
Okay, well then you guys hide around the corner, quick! And I turn into a tabby cat.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like the tabby cat I turn into is gonna look like a little bit like a stray cat, and I'm just gonna scamper off after the person in the cloak.
All right. Another stealth check then, as you swiftly move out of sight of the others.
That is a 16.
All right. As you quickly move away, what are you two doing? As you see Luna disappear behind like a curve in the road.
She stole our card. The other one hasn't spoken to her. She's probably going to try and get out of the way when we approach. Should I give her a little message through the window?
Maybe I'm just worried that for whatever reason, I would assume that the Drow's a part of the other group that took the...
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, but we don't want to do anything too hastily to them, do we?
No, I'm not going to mess her up. Just don't want her to run away because she thinks that we're pissed off that she stole our car.
I mean, I would assume that they already know, but yeah, sure. Just because of the friend? The other woman we spoke to?
Yeah, that's right. I don't want to really walk into the bar either. We did cause a stink in the mine. Might have someone in there looking for us.
Alright, go for it.
Do you know, is there a back entrance to the Lion's Den?
You haven't seen it, and you don't remember a back entrance to the Lion's Den. Only this front that you know of.
One sec. Let's walk around the back of the building and see what points of egress there are.
As
What
you,
an egress.
as you
It's like
make
a better bird than what Bello is.
as you make your way around the back of this inn, you go around and you can see that there's refuse, there's barrels, there are carts that are being unloaded that seem to have that smell of wine and fish and bread, And so all these foodstuffs are being brought into a small cellar that's down and then out of sight into an underground storeroom, it would seem. It seems like that's the only place that there's an entrance to the back. There doesn't seem to be a ground level door that they're going into. And you can see that there are two dwarves that seem to be unloading and sort of together bringing this in. One person at the back, one at the front. Plain clothes, don't recognize them.
Look at Velo and go, please don't burn this place down. It's a bit of a fire hazard with only one entrance.
Any
Also,
point?
just don't burn it down. I like it too. I also just remembered that this drow actually never saw you or me.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember.
Maybe, as if it was a question.
I had my leg blown off at some point. My memory's a bit short. But yeah, if you want me to go in, I can just do that. We'll go find your friend, Mr. Salt.
Just in case there's someone in there, I still might message her, see if she'll come out.
Yeah, okay. I'll hang tight here. Your word is my command.
Buddy.
You guys didn't even make contact then. That was a lazy one.
Wow.
No, we don't have to. Such is the connection.
Mm.
So the back, you said there's a couple of people loading stuff.
Mhm.
Is around the side more discreet?
Yes, it is. No one's around there.
Maybe here where there's no one to eavesdrop.
Yeah, right.
Alright, and I guess I'll look through a window if there is one, or...
There are several. You can see within. Make a perception check.
While he's doing that, I'm just going to do a check of the surrounding area as well, see if there's any potential Rotherheim or guards or anything around. I think
Yeah.
I got a good look at the insignia from the mine as well.
Yes, you did. So another perception there.
19 minus 1?
Yeah, okay.
Not one so well tonight.
Everything seems as usual, and then you notice that at the bar there's a person, a dwarf, that just seems to be drinking normally, no issue at all. He's not concentrating on the drink. He's not talking to anyone. Dark brown beard, hair in a ruffle, dirt on his face, just glancing back, just half stretching his neck, but then very much looking around the room. Not talking to anyone. What did you get?
Not so good. A 7 and a 4, so 11.
11? Okay. You don't see anyone in the area. There's no one on the roof. You look sort of up on the roof a little bit just to make sure no one's sort of leaning down and spying on this inn. There's simply no one in this little street at all.
Well, it's one of the Rotherheim douches at the bar. Sort of his spycraft would leave Philorel cringing. It's too obvious.
Should we go take advantage of him?
I don't think he's actually drinking. Might be an option if we can get him out as well, but I think we should still probably wait till dark to mess with them. But I'll speak into the copper and point towards the drow girl.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Ah!
your friend mentioned that you might be interested in messing with some Rotherheim guards. If you're keen, come meet us around the side of the building.
All right. You don't see her when you send the message. You didn't actually notice her in there at all. But maybe only 20 seconds pass, and you can see the drow walking up towards you. This lovely, plain, but fitting green dress. It just has this sort of almost a gown, as though she's just about to go to a fancy dinner. his earrings, his silver rings, just tied back hair. She walks up. I'm assuming you sent that message.
Your friend mentioned that you might want to get a bit of revenge on some of the Rotherheim.
Well, that was just what I was going to do. Just now. You'd like a part of it?
No, we had our own designs, but are you talking about the one at the bar?
The very same.
Well, we have a need to maybe show you lots that we're not in with them.
Why is this?
Oh god.
Just conversations we've had with your friend. But I also wouldn't mind getting a bit of revenge for myself.
What do you have against the Rotherham climate?
Well, apart from essentially enslaving my family, they're either indirectly or directly responsible for the death of some of them. It sounds like you and me may be in the same boat with that.
Ah, the whole town. The whole town is suffering. They're just not showing it. Because the Rotherheims keep them alive as well.
So what was your plans with old Beardsley there?
Perhaps a bit more seductive than yours, unless you had the same idea.
Bow chicka bow down down.
Oh, I was planning on cutting the tongue out of his head, but
You can have him after me then. He won't need it when I'm done with it.
there was another one in particular that I was looking forward to meeting. Usually posted up during the day at the entrance to the mine. I'll describe that guy to him.
I'm sorry, I'm not aware. They recruit every day from the fields and the mines within the Alanorain Mountains. He might be new.
Well, see how your thing plays out, and if you ever do see him, be quite happy to know what he is.
Well, keep an eye out. What's in this for you?
Well, a tongue, and the satisfaction of knowing that those pricks isn't going to be taking another breath tomorrow.
And what do you have in use for this tongue?
Well, it might help with messing with someone up in that compound.
Don't
Sure,
go.
I'm assuming up the mountain.
Yeah. Don't go.
Why is that?
Because they do not see kindly to visitors.
Well,
They have magical barriers to uncover those who are deceitful.
Good to know.
so there's no other way.
Only when they come down here, we're planning a very big ceremony for them.
Is there any way to take down those magical barriers?
Sure. If you're powerful enough, anyone can. Unfortunately, my people and I have yet to come up with a solution. Perhaps if you don't cut the tongue out of this thing and I don't finish him off first, you can chat to him. If that would be at all useful, maybe he can tell me more. That was my plan, but if you want to join me, we can have a beautiful.
Bow chicka bow down
Yeah, I
down.
can't say it. Well, lead the way.
And she directs you into the front of the inn, where she directs you to sit at the bar, backs turned. You can see that the bar is filled with people that are having afternoon drinks, almost like a break from work, it seems. looking around, scanning the room. You don't see Nolan. You only see the Superman. He is just using what looks to be a new bowstring to try and start to play that violin that just never wants to be touched. No sound emanates from it. He doesn't seem to notice you. And a short conversation ensues between the woman, the drow, and the dwarf. And they start to head up the stairs into a room where this drow turns towards you both and gives you a bit of a wink and a gesture.
I guess probably wait a few moments and start heading up there as well.
Okay.
Do you have any tips?
It's just me and Sid talking.
Mm.
Is she gonna finish you off too?
I guess I'll chuckle at him and start walking away.
All right. As you do that, Luna, as you are...
Wait, can I just add, if
Yeah.
that's okay? Fuck no. With the following, because obviously I am alone
Mm-hmm.
and have been hurt before
Mm-hmm.
and exploded as a cat, I would try to find ways to try to keep pace, but not necessarily be in direct view. So if that means I like climb a house
Sure.
or something like that, as cat-like as humanly possible.
Now you rolled a 16 on mixed stealth check.
Yeah.
As you continue your path and you climb onto these little barrels and then onto the roof of some of these homes to try and be
Weaving
unseen.
and shit. So
Yep, you're weaving
like a
around barrels, etc. You get about maybe 10 or so streets away, quite far
God.
from your original position, where you see that all of a sudden this cloaked figure turns towards you. You are on the ground at that point, just about to come out of the side of a barrel,
I do that thing cats do, and I like lay on my side and like in the dirt.
and you hear this very smooth, subtle voice say, "You've been following me for some time, and I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw."
I run away. Is this a charm effect?
No.
Oh no, I don't got this. I don't got this at all.
How
That's
far
an 8.
An 8. You start to lose control of gravity as you are lifted up and you are levitating in the air.
I howl like a cat.
Yep, okay.
I try to be as cat-like as possible.
Okay. You yowl as loud as you can. And you hear this cloaked figure say, "No.
Oh.
Silence now." And that's all we'll take our 10-minute break.
Oh!
Cool. We're going to take 10 minutes and enjoy some
All Michele
reels.
wants for his birthday is to kill me.
Yeah, perfect. All of you. All right.
You just want to play that stray game, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Straight. All right. See you soon, everybody. We're going to take the quickest 10-minute break.
Oh,
That
no!
you can-
Roll the damage!
And I rolled a 20, 25 for stealth check. 25.
Okay.
Oh, buonasera tutti. Welcome back.
Ooh, happy birthday, Michele.
Oh, wow, that was actually quite sensual.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give a quick shout out to One Arm Princess if you're still in the chat. I also was new to D&D before meeting these people, so hopefully you do find people to play with, because it's not something I ever thought that I would be this into, but I've fallen into the trap.
And
Yeah.
now you're like, hey, so I made this character. It's not for anything, but I made it.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly.
If you're looking for a resource, D&D Beyond was very helpful for me, having not known rules and whatnot. There was a lot of info on there, and now Ben's account is full of about 15 characters that I've made just to see what different things do.
Yeah. I do exactly the same thing.
Hope for the best. Hey, Michele, happy birthday.
And
Okay.
Oh
happy
yeah,
birthday,
do we sing
Michele.
happy birthday again?
Yeah, no, we don't.
We haven't
Can
done
we
that
be in
yet.
tune?
Yes, you have.
No.
We should be in tune.
No, but we can't.
No. That's right, therefore don't. And we'll go back into it. So,
Emily's being pulled apart.
thank you. That's a good shout out. You're simply levitating in the air as
Oh.
this cloaked figure is simply toying with you
I,
as you're just floating in this invisible
Okay.
bubble.
So in a like effort to be as cat-like as possible, I would make the safe assumption that a cat can't understand when a human says, "No, silence now." So I would just make that weird little mewing noise when they're sad.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
No. Because I don't know how.
No, you want to persuade him, don't you? Sorry, I'm
You
not
know
a
when
DM.
you like feel like, oh, a cat is being hurt. That's the sound I make.
Mm.
Not loud, just like sad.
All right. As
Empathize with me, please, kind dear.
as you see this creature or this being walk close towards you, you're about a meter away. You can see this long, thin arm just reach out and almost
Color is
hold
the
up.
flesh.
The
Like
the
a little
sleeve
humanoid, or?
the sleeve does reveal sort of a pinkish yellow skin, smooth, almost slightly golden it seems,
Weird. Okay, cool.
and these thin hands, strong but just hovering underneath this bubble. Perhaps you are just a cat.
Makes more sad mewing noises. I try to do it in a way where it's not like I'm pausing to wait
Yeah.
for you to speak. Like
Sure,
it's
just
just
throughout.
consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would change tone based on like if this person is coming close to me, I'd probably do that noise that you tried to do to me before. It's like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know why I did the face and the shoulders to go with it, but it happened.
As you continue to make these growls,
What was
and
that
these
noise,
mewing. From
You looked like you wanted to poop.
that's how everybody who does that looks. I wasn't gonna say it, but
Okay,
sorry, you
great.
too.
Cool.
Everybody poops.
Women don't poop.
No. You get a sense that there's a curiosity here, that there is a deeper meaning to the words that he's saying. As he uncovers his hood, you can see that there is a top-knot, tall, blonde-haired elf, regal. There's
What's the deal with the skin then?
just this golden pink skin on his face as well.
Sheesh.
And that's where the regalness comes in. You see that there's these piercing golden eyes looking at you. And you gather that this creature is in fact, you thought elf for a moment, but Eldrin would be more in line.
Okay.
So what are you, really?
Again, I'm not going to change my behavior. I'm going to stick to my guns. Oh no.
And he just simply waves a hand, and there's a metallic feeling about you, as though magic dampens,
Last hiss it.
and the dispel magic.
Where's my cloak?
Dispel magic.
Do I get to
Completely.
Try to fight that or not?
No. If any spell of third level or lower is dispelled,
Okay. It's fine.
any magic, and you appear before him as Luna.
Meow.
Meow.
Standing?
Yes. He just gives you this very playful smile.
This is so awkward. I actually thought you might be really good friends then. Well, this has been fun. Lovely to meet you. You're very pretty. Goodbye now.
I'm gonna turn to walk away.
Make another wisdom saving throw as you feel your muscles start to tense up.
Do I get advantage for being cool? Natural 20. Plus 6, 26.
All right, you simply walk away. You don't even feel that there was magic in an instant coming for you.
Cool.
And you are out of sight, and you don't hear or see this figure. As you turn, are you turning to ask?
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Are you turning at all, or just beelining it?
If there's a way that I can like get out of sight, not necessarily distance, but out of sight first,
Mhm.
I would like maybe duck in between some houses and then like fucking misty step.
Okay. Are you mystic stepping
like
away further, or
just to get distance.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yep.
Not just and straight back to the tavern.
As you head back there, you are in front of it.
Head down.
And you are in front of it as you two both head up the stairs, and you see the door slightly ajar as this
You're going up too.
drow and dwarf have entered, and you can hear these growlings and hummings as you come towards the door. What are you doing?
Growlings and hummings.
You're gonna look to see what that is.
Sounds like someone's levitating a cat in there.
I heard the conversation of seduction, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, you wouldn't. Then you're the fluffer.
Well, then she's my wife.
Could you imagine? Well, like I'm unaware of the plan here. We wait for him to what? Get finished off. I think is her words.
And all of a sudden, you hear this.
Hurting me.
Is that the cue?
I think that's the cue. It's just with slowly move into the doorway. It's not like a big, obviously barging in.
Okay.
And then
Mhm.
just shut the door as quietly as possible.
As you shut the door and turn around, you
I'm
both.
like, yeah, I'm here for the party. I'm joking. I don't do that.
Oh. As you turn around and look what's happening, you can see that there is a bed. That you can see that this dwarf is facing away from the bed on his, almost like looks like he's sitting and leaning on the bed, on the ground, and he is being choked by the thighs of this drow, who's sort of pulling the neck up, from the thighs and away. Sort of, she's pulling away from him, over the bed almost, and he's sort of just holding and trying to scratch at the legs, which are drawing blood, but she's not even caring. And she looks
What a
towards, as she sort of holds herself firm, sitting on and half leaning back on this bed, she looks towards you two. Joining them?
Even out of breath. Pat said, "This is your rodeo."
I guess I'd kind of look up and down impressed. And maybe...
This is your soulmates, then.
Yeah. Grab some rope, which should be
Yep.
in the inventory
You
again.
got that?
And maybe gives a hand tying Bozo up.
Yes, I can give you a hand. I'll keep an eye on the door while we do. How about that?
You can make an intelligence check to see if you tie it well.
Does he get advantage for me helping?
That's why I was trying to palm it off onto you.
My intelligence isn't
14.
Okay. Yeah, you tie up the hands. It's almost the dwarf almost appears to be accepting this, and just holding the hands out and just looking at you while he's just being choked. You can see the blue flush in his face and the heaving.
Is there anything in the room to maybe gag him.
Only the bed sheets as well and the pillowcases. There are some pillowcases there you can roll up potentially.
Yeah, you do.
Mm.
Can I check his pockets or whatnot if he's got like a snotty hanky or something like that?
Yeah, you go through his pockets. He has a insignia of the Rotherheims. All right. And he's also got a couple of pieces of parchment that are wet and what look to be sort of
Why?
trodden on like they've been rained on.
Good.
Thank
Okay.
you.
You're like weirdly up on that minute. Kind of like maybe put them to the side for now,
And no
and
handkerchiefs.
I guess I'd grab the pillowcase and stuff it in his mouth, and
Right.
maybe the other pillowcase and tie it around.
Okay. And the legs then release. And you can hear this wheezing.
He's just checked to see if he can breathe through his nose.
Yes, the muffledness is from his mouth, but you do notice that he quickly changes that.
Jeez, you work fast.
When it comes to the Rotherham man, there is no pause to be had. In about half an hour, he will be checked on. If he is deemed to be missing, they will come looking for him. So they cover their tracks. It is best to ask him what you want now.
How loud is the tavern?
Oh, there's a ruckus down there.
Okay, good. I'll kind of in this room. It's not huge. Or...
It's actually a long rectangle. It's a fairly large rectangular room actually. The bed is sort of off to the center right of the room. As you look out, you see there's a couple of windows. You can see that there's another bed on the opposite side, on the left hand side. So it's two bed room. Probably about 40 feet long.
Yeah. We better get to it if we've only got half an hour. I'll keep guard over the door. Is there a bedpan or water jug here?
There's a water jug with some cups.
We'll go. Well, I guess if time is of the essence, you better listen up. And I'll start by grabbing his fingers, and I'll use my scimitar to cut one off.
All right.
Oh, oh.
All right. And the finger just easily just gets severed, and you can see that he's just shaking uncontrollably, looking at this stub.
And then I'll hold his finger up to my lips and go,
Oh my gosh.
that was so you know that I'm not fucking around with you.
This is gonna help you. Have this bandage. You could stem the bleeding a little bit.
Okay. Oh, thanks. And I'll use
I'll
that
go back to the door.
wipe the blood off my hands.
On his finger, idiot.
Yeah. I won't lie to you if you don't lie to me. There is a chance that you may live. How well you live depends on how much I believe you. Are you going to make a noise? And I'll untie the gag and pull the pillowcase out of his mouth.
Make an intimidation check with advantage, please.
His finger is gone.
Because it's gone skis. That is a 23.
He doesn't say a word.
Stick it in his nose.
You can see at this point, the drow has started to sort of dress her own scratches that she has received from this dwarf. Just glancing over every now and again, not really paying any attention though.
Now, as a family that you had tucked away down in that mine, I know that your boss has magics looking in on them. Whereas Orem Dunsford and Norman Dunsford.
Your family.
Speed it up. I want answers.
They're dead.
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
All right. Don't need to hit. Don't need to roll the hit. You just slam. Roll me a d4 though for damage. You just crack that nose a little bit, and you just see it slant off to the right hand side a bit.
How'd they die?
Look at the list. See that some are alive and some dead. Cross them off. What do you want?
When did they die?
Fuck should I know? I see a list.
Punch him in the face.
All right, another d4.
Cut
Two.
off another
Two.
finger.
This time, you can see a split in the skin, and you can see blood start to pour from a nostril, and you can see it sort of just spit some of this blood onto the ground. Need to say more and look at a fucking list. And I cross names of not Vedrum fucking Rotherheim. I don't know all the ins and outs.
When did you cross their names off the list?
Month ago.
Do I believe him at any point here?
Insight.
Ooh.
It's a 3.
You're not sure. You don't know. It's hard to tell. He is resigned. He looks like he's just resigned to the fact he's stuck here for a little while. But you don't know whether it's it's a lie of desperation or a truth.
Why were you posted here at the bar?
It's an explosion. Mine. I was looking for anyone who might know a little about it.
And what do you know about it?
Wasn't there? I was told before anyone who looks hurt, anyone who looks like they might have escaped the mine, any dirty faces, anyone who might know more, ask questions subtly. That's it. They don't tell me. They don't tell us what the fuck happens around there. They just pay us well to keep our mouths shut.
Did you ever go to the compound?
Up at fucking palace up there, no. Only the family lives there.
Did the family ever come down here?
Sure. Once a year, look at their riches and then go back up to their fucking house and shut themselves away.
When is that day?
A few months away, I don't know. 3-4 months from now.
What would bring them down early?
More of these explosions. Sure. The town burning. Anything that says that their riches are in threat, probably. That's what they care about. Maybe the rival clans overtaking their area. Probably.
Who's their rival?
There's another several clans under the Illinois mountains to the west. You don't think they have all the ownership of that? Blackhearts. They're probably the closest. Skirmish it. And you can see just blood spittle out from that broken nose again. He's trying to sort of steer away from his lips. Next closest. The divine. Probably them too.
What do you know of the name Tarot?
They live. They live out of Chrissy. They went into business with the Rotherheims a little while back, giving us money, lots of it.
Why?
Any investment that we make, they get a cut, right? Anything we find, they get a cut. We mine more, they get a percentage. They own a little bit of the mine itself. And then that partnership, they just get the profits. They don't know what the fuck's going on.
You seem to know a bit of what's going on.
I'm here to
Why do
cost
you work with them?
to get good pay. I'm a lord in my little farmland out of here. Without it, I'd fucking be in the mine, getting shredded by the magical things that whirl in the air. Or crushed by the rocks of that unstable piece of shit place under the mountain. So they want me to cross names off a list, I'll cross names off a list. And then everything else to tell you, I just hear. Passing. But I'm good with names, I'm good with memory, that's why they keep me.
Then you might remember another guy. Scribe. Old mate.
Yeah. What about it?
Where does he hang out?
A couple of streets away, he has a house.
Specifics.
Straight away, when you come out of the lion's den, take a right. He's 3/4 of the way down there. It's not far. Lives by himself, drinks a lot. Probably gambling problems. The halflings just take everything from him.
I will do, I wouldn't actually know her name yet, but Drow. Do you have any questions for him?
No, I've got nothing. I just see a Rotherheim and kill a Rotherheim. It's
Speaking of, can I borrow those tongs?
Oh, of course, my friend. And I guess I'll hand out the tongs and kind of chuck them to Sid as I'm still kind of like guarding the door over.
yeah. What'd you get for your perception for that?
I don't think I rolled.
You're looking out for.
Good looking out.
I didn't roll anything.
But you are looking out for something.
Yes, yeah.
On the lookout.
On the lookout.
On the prowl.
Perception is a 14,
Mhm.
and I'm just like loitering on the back of the door, waiting to listen for anything who's coming by.
No, you do hear some footsteps pass by, but they're very quickly out of the way and disappear behind the door.
And just to be specific, lock the door.
Yeah, you want to lock the door?
Just in case.
There doesn't. Oh yeah, there is a bit of a latch on the inside.
Okay, cool. Well, if there is a lock anyway. Yeah, I'll check the tongs too.
While he's bound, I'll go over and use the tongs in the left hand to pincer on his tongue.
Strength check.
Ugh, it's an 8.
All right. With the 8, you try and even open his mouth, but he sort of instinctively moves away and just and you can't seem to pry open the jaw.
I guess I will use
Tape his nose up.
Prestidigitation to. I can use it to light candles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If I can light, if it's possible, inside of his mouth. Make like a spark to get him to yelp.
Yeah, it works. It seems to usher a little bit of smoke that you can see just, and you can see the smoke coming out, and his tongue does come out to try and cough like just horrendously, and it's just this little bit of smoke coming out from the nose and the mouth, and it's just a plume of it. Make me, if you want to try and grab it, you need to make a dexterity check.
That's much better.
Much better for this heinous thing I want.
That is a 23.
Oh yeah. With the pincers, you grab it. You grab his tongue.
So I guess I will maybe use my foot to push against his chest and pull the tongue out as far as I can.
Mm-hmm.
One thing you should know is I lied to you when you said you'd survive this, and I'll scimitar off the tongue. I'll grab the pillowcase, shove it back in his mouth, tilt his head back, and with the jug of water that you said was there,
Oh my god.
just start pouring down his throat while the pillowcase is there.
Okay. So
Oh my god.
with that, hands
I
down.
guiding bolted someone and you guys are like, you're a murderer.
Yeah, well, he stole a horse. These people fucked over my family.
As you perform those step by step, you see that moments pass, and as the struggle fades, and a lifeless eyes look up at you, there's a tongue bloody in your grasp, and a lifeless dwarf of the Rotherheim. Well played. A little bit dirtier than I would have done it.
It was a bit brutish, but no, we can practice.
Well, hopefully, Catherine turns up with the means of disposal.
Yeah, where's Bella? But I mean, we could always. Is there a window or anything out there?
There's a window.
Oh, it's down there. It's like flop him out.
Oh my god.
Well, hopefully Luna will turn up with a better solution. And I guess I'll try to tidy up a little bit with the rest of the stupid bandages and the water.
The drought does help, and the bed. What are you doing with the body? Sorry.
Well, I was going to clean whatever
Yep.
muck I got on me off.
Yep.
And then maybe have a little look for Luna to see if she's
Okay.
back.
It's at that point that you arrive back. As you two are cleaning, what are you doing as you are facing the lion's den in there?
Well, I would head inside
Yep.
and look around for my friend.
And they're not there, but you notice them as you notice her as you peek out of the door. She has just entered it.
Don't draw attention to yourself. Come upstairs and like third door on the left or whatever.
Fourth, yeah.
Fourth door on the left.
How many levels is this place?
2.
Are we on the second level?
Also, don't freak out when you walk in.
Can I reply?
Yes.
That sounds like something I don't want to walk into. Do I have to come in?
Kind of just maybe need the knife. Maybe close your eyes and I'll guide you when you get here.
Yep. Okay, I guess I'll use the knife with my eyes closed.
What did she say?
Put my head back in. Yeah, she's fine. I told her to close her eyes.
Yeah, but do you want us to wrap the body? I mean, do you want us to wrap the package up
It doesn't matter where it's going.
in a blanket? Oh, that's for her consideration.
Doesn't matter where it's going.
I'm
Okay.
gonna
It won't need a blanket.
make my way upstairs and I'm gonna do it as inconspicuously as possible
All right.
to the fourth
Mm-hmm.
door on the left.
Now you open this door, so it's a little bit ajar.
Yeah. I'm kind of opening a crack. Alright, close your eyes, and I'll start to guide her through the door and
Mm-hmm.
shut
I
it
will.
again.
In fact, close my eyes.
All right. As you close your eyes and you're led into a room which you don't know the description.
And
What did you guys do?
wait. And I'll look at the drow. Just go. Just keep it cool in case she recognizes her. Okay, alright.
Oh, you don't notice that the drow moves along or reacts. You just see her casually looking, but she does casually look directly at Luna now, but she doesn't make a sound.
Alright, do you have the knife?
Yep.
Alright.
I'm gonna pull out the knife.
Alright. I'll, I guess, guide your hands, and so the gold side, I believe, is the one that you'll be. Okay, do you want to make the.
I mean, you
tear?
can just guide my arm.
Alright, I'll see if it works. Think about opening it up,
All right.
and I'll.
Think about it.
In the center of the room, you see that a thin black line appears in midair, like a piece of cotton or silk string, but thinner. And like ripping a piece of paper, a parchment in the middle and leaving the edges intact, you see that the center tear sort of wavers a little, as though a slight wind and breeze goes into it. Only you see this. And within, you see simply stars.
So I think we have to make it wider. So I'll try to do that from having identified the knife. But
Mhm.
yes, I would have a general idea on how to do that.
And it widens a little more.
Wide enough to stuff a dwarf body. And I will start
Stopping.
throwing any of like the body bandages or
And you'll
things,
still have your eyes closed.
Yep.
and then start. I guess with your eyes closed, you'll hear like a of like the legs of the body hitting the ground, and try to stuff it in the hole.
Don't let go of my arm if possible, please.
If you're trying to lift a dead dwarf by yourself into this tear, you need to.
Okay, I'll look at Hood. Wait, your arm's painted on.
Sounds good. Look out for the
I know
door.
you
What
lost-
about that friend here?
I know you lost a leg recently, but come on.
Oh my gosh, and what are you gonna do? You're an accomplice as well.
You don't. She doesn't respond at all,
Yeah.
and you hear Hood talking to someone that you don't no idea.
This is very confusing.
This isn't any more confusing than the last 3 months. Alright, let's do this. You look after the door then, and I'll point to our drow friend.
What's her name?
Don't know.
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we did.
Well, we do, but we don't.
There's no movement,
All right.
no reply as she continues to look. She hasn't talked since Luna has come into the room.
I'll come help you. Hoodwinkle the body into the winky rib.
To the winky rip.
They just make a strength check with advantage then as you are helping each other.
Just forget that 20.
Oh, there you go.
Which
is-
is...
Very easily.
I love dead bodies.
Isn't the first
What?
one realised?
The body gets very easily moved into this ripped-in space.
Out of interest, as I'm like shuffling it through, can I feel anything on his person to take off?
Investigation.
Aside from wet paper.
Investigations of 13, by 18 in total.
18. You find that you rummage through and you find 15 gold pieces.
DJ.
You feel for a naturally formed silver sort of natural rock, basically that was probably just mined and taken out, and it's all very natural, hasn't been cut or anything like that. So just
natural.
it's probably about 250 grams worth of silver.
Silver
Oh.
rock.
And one more thing. A shard. A shard is a familiar looking piece of stone to you. It's white, like quartz, with little glimmers within.
Is this similar to the healing shot?
Yes.
Healing shot.
Filling shop.
I'll take these.
Okay, is it done? Can we close the hole?
Well, no. And then I'll still be looking towards the drow too to make sure she's not making a move or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll feel me guide your hands to make another tear without turning the knife. So we're opening it while it's already open.
So you're opening, another one?
Yeah.
He wants to send the body away
Just-
so that
Yes.
it's dead to another plane of existence.
Where it won't be found. And it'll still have psychic damage because I hate it.
Alright.
Jesus.
As you carefully make another tear directly beside. Mm-hmm.
It destroys both of them, wasn't it?
Well, with my understanding, having identified it, are we in danger of like some mega explosion from this? Or
They both simply seal up.
Can I open
Okay.
my eyes now?
yes. And then I'll maybe scuff
Wait, not
the
yet.
finger away.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, you can open your eyes.
As you open your eyes,
Oh,
you see
put
that
the
there
knife
is.
away.
Yep, you
Never
see
mind.
this green dressed drow.
There's 3 people in this room this entire time.
Now you were there when she took the cart.
Oh, she's the one that took our fucking.
Okay.
Hey! You took.
Where's Marjorie? I do actually ask.
And you're a terror.
She's my friend.
Well, I think she knows.
Yes.
Should we perform, perhaps, before we continue the debate here, can we leave the room?
No one's debating you.
No, because I remember him saying within half an hour someone's going to come check in on him. And if we're in here, this is probably not a good idea.
I mean, what? Oh, you guys killed someone.
Lena.
Maybe. Perhaps around the side of the building at least.
For what?
I'm sure you have questions.
Why not here?
Well,
For the same
you're the
reason.
one
we
who said we had limited time.
I also have questions. Where's Marjorie?
We've been here 5 minutes. Let's relax.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. So,
And my chicken.
You can keep the counts. They're evil. You can eat them.
Your cart and your animals are safe. You're a rival clan then.
exactly what I told him.
No, you
And
weren't
you-
being deceitful.
Family. I'm from here.
So you are a part of this 10 women mine.
Fortunately.
He's a Dunsford.
I look
By the
sad.
way,
I look a little bit sad.
Dunsford is a really nice name.
Sure it is.
It's a good, yeah, like, at least you have a
It's a
lot.
solid name. I like it. I think it suits you.
It's probably not the most important thing right now.
Dunsfahrt.
Yes.
Whoa.
Was that how you pronounce it?
And I should not kill a tarot on the spot because
Whoa, hold on.
Well, didn't you
Hello.
not just see how to help us out?
I
Yeah.
haven't done anything wrong.
It's because she's not involved in this.
Keep your legs to yourself.
What?
Unless you have
What?
evidence otherwise.
that
So just-
Oh! I've just put it all together.
No, please enlighten us.
No, these are the people you're telling me about, the ones that stole the cart because they think that I'm involved in business with the Rotherheims. Right, that makes sense. I'm not.
Yeah, actually, you would have heard it yourself.
Hmm?
Didn't the dwarf just admit to it?
Yes.
Great.
So
Really?
far,
Where's the
that's the only evidence that we've heard, is that her parents may have invested poorly.
And you are estranged from your parents.
I haven't seen them in how long?
It's been a year and a bit now.
I haven't seen them in a year.
Yes, but that means you are not talking to them. You're angry with them about what's happening here.
Well, I didn't know.
Okay. And now you do.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, it's. I'd like to hear it from them for starters, because I haven't seen them or spoken to them in a while. I've received one letter, and that's about it. But if they are actually involved, then it's really bad.
Is
Sid's
this
my
something that
friend.
you're doing simply to protect her or yourself? Just
No, Sid's my friend.
And I'll be
What's
positioning
okay?
myself, like, not directly in between them, but to put some, I guess, protection there if in case she lunges.
Okay.
I think, like, I have parents, obviously. They never really told me about their business or anything like that. I mean, I know the cards really well because I grew up with them, but I didn't know. That's really unsettling. I didn't know anything about business because they didn't tell me. That all kind of happened in closed doors and stuff.
So you're not directly involved with the profits that the Rotherheim clan are encompassing because of the
I don't know what you mean.
generous donations by the Taros.
Can you translate that, please?
The Taros are offering and are injecting many coin.
Oh, they
Much-
haven't given me money in like over a year.
No, not you. The Rotherheim clan. They're giving the Rotherheim clan lots of money
Okay.
to effectively widen their reach
Yeah.
and sell off dead bodies that they kill in the mines that they profit from.
That's really bad. That's why we're gonna break in and we're gonna kill them, right? Into the compound.
That is the thought that's formulating.
Except that the compound, we just found out has the magical barriers, right? Yeah. What? Why is everyone doing that?
Didn't remember if you knew that or
Well, now I do.
not.
So,
Also, I ran into someone. Can I talk about that here? Is that okay?
I think honesty's the best policy.
Yeah.
So that person I was chasing as the cat, they were really scary looking and they floated me in the air and I didn't like it very much. Yep, that's the end.
And the light, but you didn't get stabbed or anything this time.
No, because I ran.
Well, that's good luck.
Yes.
Ghost must be looking over us.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my
Please. Let's give this trial everything we've ever done.
Oh, by the way, we killed all these people. Bloody
Uh,
Cool. So, can we have our horses back, please?
I find it interesting and I'm not overly convinced. Yes, you killed the dwarf in a very fitting way for how he's acted. And
Oh my gosh. No. I saw Aerocraft first. Insanity Zans. 20 people. Wow.
Follow.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. Give us a feel.
And we are Fates Group. We
Yeah.
stream
It's
every-
Michaela's birthday.
Oh, so we sing happy birthday?
No,
No.
no. Give me the spiel. We are a Fates Group. We stream every Tuesday evening at 6:45 p.m. AEST. We have a laugh, and there's a pigeon there because one of our Aarakocra party members is just not here this evening. But thank you everybody for joining us, and thank you very much for the raid. And we're back in. Thank you very much. So, this drow woman in the green dress in this room in the inn after seeing you slaughter this dwarf from the Rotherheim clan.
What a time to enter.
But disbelieving potentially of your role in this profit, in these profits that the Rotherheim clan are getting from your family, Luna.
Yeah.
She says, perhaps you are speaking the truth. You are friends, you travel together. And you do not find that to be a terrible thing that your friend has just slaughtered this dwarf in front of my eyes and
What the-
has taken out his tongue.
Well, I didn't. I knew that you were probably gonna do that. I didn't know you were successful. Good job.
He couldn't have done it without me. I had the tongues.
The tabaxi is right. Anyway, you have no remorse over this.
Why would I be sad? I was just in the mine with them. When it got like literally exploded and we watched we watched his mum die. It was horrible.
Okay.
Why would I be okay with that?
Well, because if the Taros are involved with the profits, greed begets greed, and it would seem as though life just is not a caring factor for those that are swimming in coin. So I'm just making sure that you have a heart.
Oh.
Perhaps more than the other Taros that are donating such a vast amount of money.
Okay.
I've got about as much reason to want to hate her as you do. But I have travelled with her for that year. She does care. More than most of us.
That's very nice, Sid. That's maybe the nicest thing you've ever said.
That probably is.
Okay. I'm convinced for now. Your cart is simply downstairs,
What?
waiting for you.
Where's Marjorie?
If you're speaking to the horse, then she's there, safe. Abigail as well.
So what are you gonna do? You just gonna hang out here, or?
Oh no, I'm going to make myself disappear. I am in risk of being discovered by the Rotherheim clan, and they are going to look for their fallen compatriot. From the looks of it, they're not going to find him at all. That will anger them just as much.
Well,
Maybe
Yeah,
it will
I do.
distract them.
enough of this, and we mightn't have to enter the compound. Come down here.
Well, if your goal is simply a killing spree, I invite it fully. Expose yourselves, not in that way, but just make
Okay,
yourselves known.
I don't think any of our minds went there, but sure.
Mine did.
Nice.
Make sure that you are loud, proud of your work, and put a signature on it, just so they can find you just as quickly.
Why would we do that?
Why? Would it not be just to get the head honcho from the top to come down? Is that what your plan was? Because if that is your plan, that is the most stupid plan I've ever heard. Do you not know? Hundreds of dwarves would swarm this area. Any whiff of it.
Go in.
So that's like what, 50 dwarves? Because there's only like half the size.
You mean 50?
Well, yeah.
Well, they have other people
Thank
helping them,
How
let
many
alone
do-
Vedrum himself. Some call him the Mad.
How many people do you think are in the mine?
Oh, hundreds, if not thousands.
What are you doing?
Systematically doing the work of the widows.
And
And that's just picking off one at a time?
A bit more subtle than your plan, and your plan seems like it
At
would
least ours is effective.
effective until you are caught and quartered.
so say
We won't be?
So what's your big plan then?
There's no big plan. We will simply wait until the time is right, when Vedrum himself and his family come down and look at their riches, like the dwarf said. They do come down once a year. They look at what all they have. They thank the people in a speech. They pack up, maybe feast with us for a little while, and then they go back. And they take every single precaution in their visit. Because they know people hate them. You don't think they're not smart like that. They will have protections against poisoned food, poisoned drink, like they do every year, shielding magics against arrow fire, against other magics. Come on.
Would anything else bring them down? How important would it have to be? Have you ever seen my parents here?
No, I don't think I've seen any other terrorists here.
Think they'd come down for a terror?
I think without the invitation, with an invitation declined, they would probably fear that that money would no longer be around. I would imagine by now, if you have ruined your name over the village.
You told me to be sneaky.
Well, in that case, let us hope they do not for now, and so we can do this right. Get your name out there, enough that his ears can pick up this bit of news, and he may come down.
The only downside of that is that if everyone knows that I'm here, you might be standing between not just me and her, but a lot of people.
And why would they even believe that a terror has arrived, let alone the daughter?
Because obviously I'm coming of age and they want to see their investment in person. You ever wanted to see an investment in person? Not necessarily a financial one.
Oh no, it's all financial. For them, anyway.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about you.
Well, yes, of course.
You ever put effort into something and
I
really wanted to see the outcome?
really want to see that dwarf dead with my legs.
Didn't see that.
It's quite impressive, actually.
It's one of my many skills.
She had full, like, good talk and everything, and she's using a lot of abdominal strength.
Just trying to
Oh,
Oh,
there was a
the
picture.
bedpost.
So,
Good for you.
perhaps, like I said, they will come down for you, yes. But even then, they will shield themselves.
Don't have to like make it weird.
Very well.
Hey, I'm here.
My advice is to not kill the next Rotherheim dwarf that you encounter, or Rotherheim clan member, and simply tell them who you are and that you seek an audience, and they will send the message up the ladder.
Surprise.
Not like that. More formal.
It was a joke.
Ah.
Haha.
I didn't hear the laugh.
Just do it then. What's wrong with people here? No one's happy. I know
Have
the
you
answer
been to
to
this
that.
village before?
I don't know, kind of like suffocating in her mind.
Sorry, I lost sight of the big picture for a second.
Yeah. You heard me talking about Nolan and Oren. I know what the dwarf said was bullshit. Have you seen them? Do you know who they are?
I have no idea. We keep to ourselves as much as we can. We're simply out for revenge. And with revenge, we hope to cast a greater net over those who are in there and stuck. But we don't have the resources to find out each and every person. So no, I've not heard.
Have your people ever been successful at rescuing someone from the mine?
When one dies by our hand, another replaces them. It's like they're getting these things from somewhere.
Why are you
These
not
people.
answering the question directly?
The answer is no. We
Okay,
have not
great.
gone into the mine.
Have
Being
you-
able to.
Okay. Thank you.
You said that they're selling bodies of those that are lost in the mine.
Mm,
Do you know why?
I've got no clue. Body parts, I would assume. Alchemists, I would
It's
imagine.
like Kinham.
Yeah, exactly like kittens.
Yes.
And that other thing that we came across with all the bodies in the cage.
It's like Kinham.
Yes, I assumed they were heading that way, given that we saw their cage. I was
My
seeing if they
gosh.
knew it down here.
Smart.
Hey, who was that guy that you talked to who was investigating that thing?
What?
Yeah, the dude outside the house.
Talking about.
She said, elf guy levitated her.
I didn't say
No, I mean
No.
back in
Guy levitated her.
Old Recce. It was like a squad of investigators. You're talking to one of the boys.
The Enigma.
Who was I speaking to?
That would be like 25 pages ago.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the guy that had the dogs.
The hyena handler.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
hyena handler. What was his name?
You know that chorus was one of them.
Not Chorus. Fuck Chorus. This was the
Yeah.
guy that apparently was like slightly handsome.
Slightly.
I don't
Human,
know.
but
Mostly.
Not, human, but not really.
Mm.
Anyway, what I'm saying is maybe we should check in with that group.
Osu?
Also,
Osu.
Oh, I've got this too. Sometimes. Checks out.
Osu.
What was the name of the group that he worked with?
the Enigma.
The Enigma. Maybe we should be speaking to them. We haven't heard from them since last time we were at Old Recce.
What, you want to head back to Old Recce, or do you just want to go home?
No, but surely the Enigma operates outside of Old Recce. We might be able to find someone else we can contact.
Wanting to contact Chorus? Is that what you're asking?
Eventually.
Would that be inappropriate?
Not inappropriate. Unenjoyable, maybe.
Well,
I mean, people change. Do you?
Well, we're running out of time in this room anyway.
Yeah, we should leave.
But I wanted to know, what's your beef with Drugi? You guys have been messing with his cards as well?
That is none of your concern.
I'm only asking because he seems to have done pretty solid favor. My old man, suffering from the mind disease, seemed
What do you mean?
nice enough.
What is he saying we're doing?
I've heard, not just from him, actually not even from him, from other reports, that he offered up a ventilator to help him with the lungs. Brief time that I met him, someone who now lives in a family home, he seemed relatively forthcoming, generally okay. Do you have reason to believe otherwise?
No. Oh, I still don't understand where this line of questioning is going.
I figured if our card went missing, you guys seem to have it. He was asking us about,
There's lots of missing cards.
well, he was asking us specifically about his merchant cards.
I'm sorry, that is not our doing.
Insight.
If you want. Sure.
can I roll on that? as well, actually?
8.
Go.
5.
They cut out more low numbers.
No.
She is being very mysterious, but you feel like that she, in fact, doesn't know about any other missing cards. She continues. She says, "It just happened to be an opportunity that was presented, to us. We decided to keep it because we saw some valuables in there and thought, for now, we'll test your resolve and loyalty."
What do the Rotherheims look like? Could you describe them?
Mostly dwarves, some humans, some halflings. That's the majority. You mean anyone in particular?
Yeah, like the higher ups.
Older,
Okay.
grayer, wrinklier, Dwarves.
Nothing recognizable.
Nope. And that's probably how they like it. They like to be a bit more inconspicuous. They even, some people say they have body doubles so that they protect themselves in case they are attacked or something. You may find that they're not even the ones that come down every year. It could be though.
There's a spanner in the works.
Ever noticed anything? The mouth region, pointy teeth.
I don't normally look at people's mouths unless they speak. Where are you specifically asking about? Who are you specifically asking about?
You seem to know that they're selling dead bodies.
Sure.
From what we know, there's a group of evil fuckers that are using those dead bodies to strengthen themselves. The ones that we have come across seem to have pointy teeth, some fangs.
It's a bit dark, isn't it?
It's gross.
It is. First thing we've agreed on. No, I haven't heard of anything like that. No fangs, nothing of that sort.
I
But
think there's more than one thing we've agreed on.
okay, hold on to that.
We both think the Rotherheims are bad people. Is that not a term of agreement?
Anything that makes you feel better for that camaraderie. Yep.
I don't want camaraderie. I just want validation.
You're right.
Thanks.
Do it better next time.
What do you know of these rival clans that old mate spoke of?
The others.
The Divine and the Whitecasts?
The Blackhearts are, probably as the name depicts, murderers. They never leave the mine.
I totally wrote that down wrong.
Yeah.
Black Hearts?
Blackhearts.
Whitecasts. I wrote Whitecasts.
Why can't?
Cool name.
Amazing.
Canon.
Murderers, they never really tend to see the light of day. They mine deeper in the mountain because they want more valuable things they haven't even been discovered yet. And they find them and they trade them off to the lizard folk like everyone else does. The lizard folk know how to imbue the magic more than others, it seems.
Lizard folk.
And others. They also trade to anyone who will listen to what valuables or things that might look like valuables but are worthless. Collectors. Lizard folk that own the majority of the northern part of El Pavel, where the expanse lies. That's where they travel to. That's the Blackhearts anyway. They don't have any friends. They're very reclusive. The only reason we really know about them, or anyone knows about them really, is because of the Rotherheims. And just an emissary of sorts, a trader that came through. The Divine, Zealots, speaking to, they're more on the northern side of or northeastern side of the Alanorian Mountains. So, near Bidik. That's sort of, that village and that forest is where they hold their domain. The Divine are just very odd. Keep to themselves again. They trade a bit more than the Blackheart. They don't fight anyone. They're not murderers. They just like to spread word that they are superior to all others. Vain, I'd call them. I've met a couple of them. They are bores to talk to.
Pig.
Said the Zealots. Do they follow anything in particular?
They just, the rumor has it that they simply just worship. They worship animals, they worship travelers that come in. they revere that spark people have, the emotions they have a particular way of revering that. That's all I know.
What do you worship?
Probably death.
Okay, well that's it's a weird god.
It's a bit of a pleasure of killing a Rotherheim, knowing that we're a step closer to us widows to.
That's a hobby. Not
Killing
just-
is a hobby to you?
No, that's apparently your hobby. What I'm asking is, do you have a belief system? Like, do you follow, do you support the Fae? Or do you have like a god from the old world that you support or something like that?
That doesn't exist. All that exists are the Fae.
Okay, well, you're wrong. That's fine.
I will be humble and hear of your learnings,
And incorrect, apparently.
but not right now. I must away. The widows are probably waiting for my report.
Well, could you leave the keys to the cart?
The cart will be downstairs ready for you. Because you've shown some goodwill.
You hurt Marjorie in the future? I'll be very upset.
And she looks toward you two. She seems serious. Almost in pity, in a look of pity.
I did kill someone. Try to steal some stuff.
You should heed her words.
I'm really strong.
I think you are right. And I wouldn't want to force you, no.
I'm gonna make the room smell like fear.
Okay, all right. Let's start talking about you writing down the smells of these
I'm gonna
emotions.
describe it. I'm
Okay,
gonna
please.
describe
Okay,
it
great.
like I did before.
Good to know.
And again, it will be Luna's interpretation
Yeah.
of fear. So it smells like, when you... I don't know why. This is my comparison. You know the smell of laundry if it's been sitting in the washing machine for too long
Yes.
and you just leave it in there?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay, imagine a room full of that smell
Mhm.
and
It's choking.
yeah, there's that and then
Mm.
there's dank cave.
Basically the same thing. Okay.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Except that gross, brimstone-y smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really strong. You should be scared.
You need a bath.
That's-
Good.
What did I do?
You smell really bad.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
check my fur.
unpleasant.
Really scary odor.
I think it's the cloak from our friend.
Well, I guess we'll all be off, but
Yes,
how
yes,
should
you
we
are.
how should we contact you if you want to collaborate again?
Kivi is my name. Is there some sort of surprising remark that you like?
That was out of character.
I don't know anymore, so I'm always in. And she looks directly at you, Sid, and says, no endeavors, but dinner sometime if you ever want it.
Maybe
We won't go.
I know exactly what you're gonna do.
maybe a less lethal version of what we walked in on.
Can't promise anything, but
If you guys want to do this now, me and Hood can go and get a drink.
I wouldn't want to be disturbed by 20 dwarves. Though it could be fun, but
Did we
Rick will come out and us go, well, maybe just 2 drow. But until then,
Did we get the bukakis?
Fucking hell, Ben.
with the smell of wet laundry in the air.
I'll disperse it.
That reminds me, and I'll grab the wet papers that I got off the corpse, and I'll obviously wrapped up that tongue and kept that.
Mhm.
And shall we?
I think it's appropriate to leave at this point, yes.
It's been a pleasure.
Are we all leaving? Are you stinky?
Someone died here, Lena.
Didn't know that. Till later.
Kiev, it's been a pleasure.
Kiev. So you just said.
Kiwi?
Kiwi,
Chicken Kiev.
Kiwi, it's been a pleasure.
Yes. Yes. And she just leaves.
Just go out the window, or
Out the door. Through the window. Through the door.
Let's go get horses.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
leave the camels though.
Put up, and
Can I have my cloak?
oh yeah, I'll give you your coffee back.
What was Velo doing this whole time?
She was in the bar downstairs.
Oh, she's true.
she's
Every-
doing her own like thing.
What she's doing currently
She's
is
marinated.
the stag is out, and
No.
that's not a metaphor.
Lion stag.
And the fiery stag is that she uses to bamf her away from things and leave this messy, fiery pit in its place, is entertaining the patrons. And you can see that this beautiful stag is with the horns, sorry, the antlers.
Big dick
Um,
man.
every time the short fur sort of this stag moves around, the short fur, you can see flames underneath the tuffets of fur. It's a beautiful sight with these red orbs for eyes. This creature looks back and just gives its creator, Velo, this acknowledgement and snuffs out. And you can see the crowd just hand Velo coin.
Gay, just what Sheldon needs. More money.
Walk past you, yeah, real incognito, you fucking idiot. Maybe if I can catch Sugarman's, I guess at least.
Sugarman was there. He was sitting, having a drink, just looking at the revelry, but he does spy you as you go along. He gives you a bit of a wink.
I'll yeah, just give him a nod, but not engage him. And guess we're heading out. Be back to Earth.
Do you have a lot of friends?
So you.
There's at least 3 here.
Oh, Bello hasn't. It's just you two.
Just because she says it doesn't mean it's not true.
But we can replace it with Earth.
That is also.
No. I like Bello.
Yeah. Alright, let's head back then. Perhaps we should take a bottle to Earth for his trouble.
Oh, I got him a tongue.
Well, like something to drink.
Are we just gonna? We're just gonna sit here for a few days? Are we still gonna try this plan? Feels like a doomed plan.
Perhaps we can revise.
Might have to reconsider, but probably get off the streets for now.
Let's go.
On the way back,
Take the cart
in
as
that
well.
case, to
also.
Ertz.
Well, to the cart and then.
Yep. The cart is just outside of the inn, and you do see a familiar-looking female dwarf at the end of the street on the left, just out of sight. But just for a split moment, Sid, you saw that this dwarf lady was sort of almost watching over the cart, making sure you got there, and then disappears.
I'm gonna run up, pet Marjorie and Abigail. Give.
They look healthy. They look like they've been well fed.
Okay.
Marjorie's looking a little bit paunchy.
How dare you, Michaela?
A bit paunchy.
I'm
Yep.
still gonna cast Good Berry and give
Sure.
them a berry each, and then I'm gonna offer them
and
like,
all of your belongings are back. Horsey is there again. Beautiful feathers, very, very well looked after. More than probably just rations.
Is it the same chicken?
You can make an investigation check. as well.
Or has she been eaten and replaced? Natural 20.
Mine wasn't as good.
Chicken check.
8 is
Actually, we used to
13.
do that in the first campaign too. I was doing chicken checks.
It's true, you were. What are you doing?
What's that? What is a chicken check?
Checking for chickens.
The one that they're doing currently.
Alright.
Season 1 Dravago did it a few times.
It's true.
Okay. You notice that this chicken is in fact horsey.
It's Horsey.
I walk over like, yeah, like Horsey, and I pick her up and I'm like, my prize-winning goose,
I'll offer a berry to a horsey also.
and I'll feed it to her if she takes it.
Okay. And she does.
If either of you have damage and you eat the good berries, you may heal one.
Look, I don't think I've eaten in a while, so I'll take one. Thank you. I might,
need one as
if
well.
I have noticed the dwarf,
Mm-hmm.
use message, because
Yep.
I just have to point in the general direction.
Mm-hmm.
Just say to her, talk to Kivy. Lay off the tarot while she's here.
You don't get an acknowledgement back.
And then, I guess, head back.
As you do start walking back, first of all, you can all make perception checks. Second of all, as you are all going back, Hood,
Yes.
Horsey, for a little while, just mopes around the back of the cart.
Mm.
But then as you're walking, not looking, all of a sudden, Horsey you hear this as the feathers flutter and a short burst of flight, and Horsey plonks herself on top of your head and just starts to waddle a little bit and just comfortably is there.
I'm like, no. Okay.
What the heck?
Feathers on fur, seemingly very comfortable.
I'm like, God, well, if you want to follow us around, you don't have to sit in the sack all the time. And I'll like try to balance walk.
It doesn't seem like it's too difficult to balance Horsey. It seems like she's doing it on her own. You can walk normally, and it seems like she's not perturbed.
Cool hat, bro.
I'll try and move her.
Okay. Whereabouts?
Let's be like shoulder.
Animal handling check, please.
God, this is gonna be hard. Where's my animal handling? Oh, it's up there. 9.
A 9? Okay. It takes a little effort. You can see that there's some rummaging around. Eventually, there's a comfort there, but you have to sort of lean your shoulder up a little bit to keep that balance. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but it works.
It's like buggy.
No, we're like, oh, it's okay. Is it okay? And I'll look like.
The feathers feel so beautifully soft on your neck.
Not if you're comfortable, I am, and I'll continue for a bit.
Okay. What'd you get for your perceptions?
12.
7.
I rolled a 14 before. 18.
That'll do it. So you're doing this, but you also would probably halfway there spy a human leaning against the wall of a house doing this. Just sort of in your direction.
Had this up before and I still... I am
Oh, it's his little graph.
going to be like, oh, I think that the person in my mind has a job for me.
Not it, is it?
Uh,
No, he's making fun of me.
instructs us to finish a contract. Sorry, which one? This one or this one?
This,
Like a pinch.
like a pinch.
Ah, right. As I'm like fussing, horsey about. I'll see this my oath. As far as I know, the closest place would actually be a couple of towns away, right? Because I've
Correct.
talked about it before in Donstead.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where I wanted to try and get Sid's family out.
You'd imagine that signal may not need to be specifically to a safe house, though.
Okay. Am I aware of anything where I can meet up with anybody here?
You don't know, but you recognize that signal.
Just hold up a moment, guys. I got to sort out some business.
I literally stop.
No, it's okay. I know where we're going.
So why'd you tell us to wait?
Yeah.
Like, hold up as in I'm gonna go for a
Oh,
couple of moments.
you don't want us to come with you?
Nah, it'll be fine. You can see I've got a restless chook.
Do
Got
you
to
want
train
us to
her.
take her?
No, she'll be okay.
Okay, so you want chicken to go with you, but you don't want your good friends to go with you.
Hey, what happens between me and the chicken stays between me and the chicken.
Okay, I don't want to be there.
Are you all dating now?
Look, I'll tell you more a little bit later.
Okay, well, you have... Don't, actually. I hope you have a very neutral time. Shall we?
Yes. Well, just looking a bit cockeyed. And
Ha, get it? Cockeyed. Ha 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 ha. Because chicken and rooster?
I didn't want to say it.
No, because you were looking at me like this. You wanted to.
Go on.
And as I guess I'll head over to the contact and
Trying to
discreetly
be subtle.
with my chicken.
Without a beat, as soon as you get within a meter, the hand goes down, and the serious young human-looking face with sort of the hair going down each side, sort of 90s looking Backstreet Boy, but
Hey, what's up?
darker skin.
Backstreet's back.
I am Naus the Toad. Hood?
Mouse the toe.
Naus
Mouse.
the Toad. Hood?
Well, yes. Does anyone look as good as this?
Without smirking or smiling, serious tone. News. A message.
Okay.
Lars
Mhm.
sends his goodwill and a difficulty.
Interesting.
It's dead.
He says that Arkan has been sighted, bringing with him and trying to split this and our clan in half, bringing his own authority to the Ulmaclaws.
Wait, repeat that. He's trying to split his own.
He's trying to split the Ulmaclaw clan. He's trying to split it down the middle and bring his own troop, his own servants, his own thieves and robbers and bribers into the fray. He's got a hold on the royal family in El Quo. He's got many contacts, many new recruits, a different breed entirely. While the true rulers of the Omokor clan are imprisoned, Harken is trying to rule in their stead.
Wait. So what's happened to Vestonia and Aubrey?
Aubrey is safe. Stonia with them. They are finding it difficult to keep power. It's heavy, evil magics that are bringing the loyal over to Harken.
Wait, are they in open conflict then, or has Harkin still got spies within Omokor?
We believe spies. No open conflict yet. It could be a matter of time, or it could be that he somehow magically enhances those to go over to his side. There's jealousy there, still.
Does anyone know why Harkin has done this yet?
No, we're still investigating. These new servants, however, are not just new to the Umukor clan. We've not seen them in Vim, this type of being before. They're different. They're powerful in their magics, and they bode ill will to Vim.
I'm sorry, but you've caught me off guard a little bit. There is a new race that's being introduced.
Seems like a portal was that the stories tell that bring people in. Perhaps more are still opening. I'd assume so. That would be the only reason why this peoples have come through. Do you know how it's told that others escape, most escape calamities from their old world? These don't have the same rumor to them. They seem to have an agenda, a willingness to come here, not from a world destroyed, but for simply the opportunity of a new world to take. They're winged, red-eyed. We've not seen alike. And Harkin has sweetened their minds with a purpose. Your task. Do you have all the ingredients for the escape?
Actually, the last one is being brewed at this time, but
Where?
here.
How long?
I hope a day. But a lot of the other ingredients aren't with me.
Where are they?
There was a friend in Old Reki.
It'll take some time to get there. Because the magic has returned, we have tried to find means for traveling quickly between places, and we have found a means. I'm not sure what your business is here. You seem to be with your friends, and I will not keep you for any longer. Find me here again. When you are ready, I will be here, and we will try and find a way that you can hopefully get to Old Reki quickly, so you can gather up the rest and make for Jumbar.
Ugh.
There's a new place that we have seen that Valoyaleth has been moved to, imprisoned.
She's been fetched from that whirlpool.
Yeah, she's no longer there. They move them. This time, the last sighting was at the cliffs. Srulel Heights. That is our last sighting of them so far.
Do you find it safe for me to head back to Jumba after everything? I'll be known to a lot of people.
Harkin might want to find you, yes? And using those honeyed words, bring you into his fold. I simply wanted to make you aware that you might be hunted by him. Might be being looked for. And you might have more powerful enemies than you might have otherwise known. Harkin, I think you can take on. But these new creatures, they're different. So keep your eyes in the back of your head. Get those ingredients. And I think Valoy Aleth will have an answer once you help them escape.
Is Larsen still in Jumba?
Just in case you get caught, I'm sorry, I'm not privy to tell you. I don't want you spilling information that might impede on their rescue and the strength of the Umukul clan. The good part. You understand?
I do, of course. It just frightens me a little bit that Lars is a formidable combatant, and if he cannot handle this.
All he thinks is that you are enough.
Well, send him my best wishes back. And hopefully we can resolve this in a means of way that not too many people have to die.
It cannot be like that. As Umukor, we are subtle, we are sneaky, and we get the job done. So, I invite you to simply continue that practice. Brute force, now, no longer an option.
I might save that, however, for Harkin.
Do what you must. Hood,
All right, my friend. Best travels.
and he quickly, very quickly, blurs, and you can see his form just become cloudy and whoosh away.
I look to Horsey. I hope you took all that in. We've got a big job now. And I take her up and I put her on the floor. And I hope that she'll follow me.
All right. Very quickly, she is at your heels as you walk back to the car.
I guess since he didn't tell us, he was like, no, keep going, I'll see you later. We would have been walking towards Old Mate's house. Ert.
And I hit you. Do you think you're starting to like that chicken more than me?
I don't know the intricacies of your relationship with Hood.
They're good friends.
I think you're a better friend to him than Horsey.
Do you think he's using the chicken to try and make me jealous because he's jealous of Rick?
No. I don't think that. I think Hood is a simple tabaxi with simple needs and a love for chicken. Remember how we discussed his and Velo's potential relationship? Maybe he really likes birds. Which is kind of sweet because he's a cat person, so he should adversely hate by laws of nature.
I don't like him.
Well, how do you think he feels about Rick?
That he's awesome. Because he is.
Maybe he feels jealous too.
Yeah, that's what I just asked.
No, you asked the other way around.
Maybe I'll try get him and Rick to spend more time together so he sees that he's not a threat.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Have we arrived?
Yes, you have. You really have.
There goes all plans of deep and meaningful conversation.
And as you do, you see the door to Ert's home burst open, and he is there, hardly fitting through the door, wearing that a little vest, too small for him, and a robe over the top of deep purple. Hello, hello. It's so fun. I made a potion. You have the tongue.
Maybe inside.
Do you have a safe place for our horses and cart?
Yes, around the back. It's fine. I can do that. And he, as you walk in,
It's really the least you could do.
Hey, I think he's the best of us.
the last thing you see is him taking the cart around the back,
What do you
and
mean
then
the last thing?
Oh.
Jeez.
and then you see after that the appearance of Hood as he follows you in.
Hood, a word?
Oh, hello.
Outside? Go ahead.
Wait, what did I do wrong now?
You're in so much trouble, young man.
Nice. Yeah, so hey Hood, you're back, and
Oh, hey, bro, how you doing?
they get horsey.
Yeah, it's horsey.
Yeah, it is. So what's this potion?
As
Wow. A big old fuck you.
No, like, I'm here to talk. What do you want?
Go away.
What?
Go away.
Why are you telling us to go away?
I'll go away and see what Ert's up to.
Ert comes into the room again, the main entrance, and you see him carry through very carefully a small vial that looks like a little gray vial that looks like it's got gray liquid in it, like cement. Here is the potion of ultimate calamity.
What does it do? What does this one do?
I should say, when I make potions, I call them something. Not always know what they do. This is similar to the time I sunk a ship and I threw the potion at the ship and it sunk. Similar. So I think it's more potent than that.
Weren't you supposed to be working on a potion of flying?
The flying potion, yes, let me tell you about that.
Oh no.
No, it's fine. I was making it. The ingredients, I hit my head, stars, and so I think I put the wrong ingredients in this one. Then I remembered about the potion I had before, this ultimate potion that sunk the ship, and now I made a more potent version. Anyway,
Did I just hear that he broke the pinky promise?
the other one, I'm not finished yet. The other one I made is a potion of fishing while you were away. I'm very efficient. A potion of fishing. Yes, you're welcome. And you can see that there's a very slight in this like clear bluey liquid. There is a very small fin of a fish inside. He sort of plonks it in front of you on the table. Very useful. Help you survive the wilderness. It creates a pool, a pond with lots of fish. You can eat it.
Oh, I can cast Goodberry.
Lovely. I mean, variety is the spice of life, isn't it?
Fucking hate this guy.
And then I recognized that I was a bit behind on time, and I remembered I had this potion of flying just sitting there. Now, it's been there for quite some time. I don't know really if potions age. I really haven't tried it, but and he pulls out what looks to be.
Wait. You didn't make a potion of flying out of the ingredients we gave you?
Oh, I just plucked. I just took that Pegasus feather. I just put it right in there. Enhancement galore. Yes.
Like, I'm gonna use it on it.
So you
Let's see what happens.
made a
Made a potion of flying.
He made a tea out of it with the Pegasus feather.
No, when it dips in, it disintegrates and it molds. You may not know.
Can I roll inside on this shit? I'm guiding myself. Some bullshit up in here. Straight shit. Not that I know that though. Oh wait, maybe. 60?
Yeah. He's very excited. You have
Great.
this hint that there is an innocence there that may not be able to fully understand what he's done. He almost looks a little bit
Innocence. Is that how we wordsmith it?
So he's lying.
He fully believes in himself. He's very confident in himself that he has enhanced this potion. Have I led you astray yet? No. I will be a hero for you.
I'll look to the other two and try to whisper so he can't hear. Have we actually drunk any of his potions yet?
Yeah, the resistance one.
Oh, isn't this a point that I made like last week?
No, we did drink the resistance ones, didn't we?
Did we see the effects of that?
It didn't stop an explosion.
I know it was resistant too.
I think he's on the level.
Believes in himself.
I don't have the time to not believe in him.
Isn't that half the battle?
No. Not half. Maybe like a quarter. Then there's talent, knowledge.
Well, you just
Trial
knocked out
and
3
failure.
potions in what, an hour?
I'm getting better.
I'm gonna say so he can't hear, hopefully.
Are they potions?
Yeah, they're in vials. Isn't that what constitutes a potion?
The Rotherheims have been coming here for a while to get them, so they must be useful at some point.
See, that's a good point.
Thank you.
Are you saying that,
That
so that
point,
he can hear him or still softly?
That's still softly.
Okay.
Do you want to roll a stealth?
No.
That, however, bad point. Terrible point. Here, do you have a vial? Have an empty vial? Inside!
They're all full of potions, see?
Natural 20.
I actually don't have an empty vial.
Empty that vial!
If I've drank a health potion, I haven't said I'm keeping the vial.
Oh, no, normally I'd say you keep the vials. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't just...
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well then, if I have one, I'm going to pull out this cup of mud that's also been in my backpack since episode 1. I'm going to pour the mud into the vial. Put a cork on it.
It's a potion.
What does it do?
Drink it and find out.
Maybe it gives you like petrification.
Oh, maybe
But I don't know if you want to drink that
maybe
soon.
I get sweet mud powers, and I'm being very facetious here. Be like, oh,
No, you don't know what it is. And as you drink
it's
that,
smooth.
as you drink that,
Isn't that mud special?
as you drink that mud, that gritty, earthy flavor, you feel that empowerment that you got through that you thought, oh,
You got this.
you got this.
Mm.
You're smart enough that you thought you could convince him to drink mud. Your pep talking, I think, really helped, or you feel like it really helped that
What's going on?
Is this where we're ending the session? Is that why you're talking like this?
however,
You drank mud.
with that in mind, that banter, that cleverness, you just made Ert burst out laughing. You drank mud. You'll level up,
I did that.
actually.
I hate this place.
Woo!
I
Love
got.
So
that.
if you make Ert
I
laugh,
feel
you
so
get
strong.
Okay, great. You drank mud.
We're gonna leave it there.
Don't upset Horsey like that.
Beautiful.
That
Ending on.
was a great way to level up.
Don't forget to raid.
Yes, I was going to do that now.
Thank you for everyone who joined.
Thank you for enduring that. Ooh.
You got some?
I got my wheel and woe.
Oh, should we do the hit points?
Oh, do you want to do hit points?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do hit points while we're on the stream.
Alright.
6
Hey, 7.
What am
Hey.
I gonna use? I'm gonna use this one.
Let's change
Please
your roll.
don't screw with
Hmm?
me.
Let's change your roll.
Ooh, that
This one.
was a 7.
That's good.
Well, considering how shit my rolls have been, that is wonderful.
All right, I've got someone to raid. But just because I like the name too. Oh, were they there? Oh, yes, they are. Cool. I'm just going to start the raid in 10 seconds. But what do you all get?
I rolled a 7 out of 10.
I
Nice.
rolled a 6 out of 8.
I
Nice.
rolled a 7 out of 8.
Big numbers.
What did you roll, Sheldon?
Didn't level up because he wasn't.
Yeah, how do we? Yeah, he stays a lower
That's
level lower.
terrible.
Well, with that in mind, I'll let y'all continue this.
Y'all.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us this evening. Thank you so
Roll
much
a
for the
nat
raid.
14.
We'll see you all next week and have an amazing evening. Stay safe. Take care.
Oh, I get another spell.